babe.
3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Welcome to the Work in Progress podcast, episode 7, right? This is 7 now?
Welcome to the dungeon.
Lucky number 7. We
Yes.
have our lucky special guest, Kyle Davis,
Honored
all the
to be
way
here.
from...
The man, the
oh,
legend.
God. Why'd you have to yell?
The Miss Kyles himself.
Can't help
And if
it,
you
man.
haven't noticed, we have some new equipment, some fun little toys.
And we didn't put the clock up on the screen this time.
Oh, we didn't put the clock up on the screen this time because
Why
it gave
not?
too many people some anxiety.
Oh.
I won't name names.
When is the world gonna end?
His name rhymes with ill Mitwigger.
Mitt Weger. So, yeah, welcome, Kyle Davis.
Thank you guys
it is
for
a
having
pleasure
me.
having you. It's been
Absolute honor.
weeks trying to get you on. Just all our schedules
It's a war effort.
didn't line up perfectly until just now. So we decided to take initiative and just make it happen. God damn it.
Sorry.
That's what I do.
We had one rule before this started too, especially now
No
with the new
talking about
mics.
it.
It was no slam on the tables. What
Don't
does Will
talk
do
about
within the
Fight
first
Club.
3 minutes?
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Yes. Don't talk about Fight
I
Club.
kind of want to slam on the table.
So, God damn it.
that was a good
do
example.
this.
of
Just
what
do
not
this.
to
All right.
do.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Here's what's going to happen. Let me turn this up a little bit just to make sure that we're getting a good. All right. Awesome.
Clear
so,
my throat.
So, Kyle Davis, where did you come from? Where did you go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Where did they come from? Where did they go?
Yeah.
I hate that song. Whenever that came on at the roller rink we used to go to, bro, you remember? Oh,
The roller
horrible.
rink you used to go
Come
to.
on now.
back in
What are you guys doing on the roller rink?
Jackson Roller Rink. Shout out Jackson Roller Rink.
Yeah.
We were skating. We were
Skating?
only quads.
Skirting?
I never
Quads?
used to get mine. Yeah, the
Young
Oh, I think
Jits.
he literally meant quads. I was like, huh?
on the roller rink, you just mow
like-
down kids
Fuck out of her way.
in an ATV. Just
on the hardwood floor, just going over every single person. No,
All right,
we
so-
used to, the Cotton Eye Joe.
yeah.
That song haunts me. So
Okay,
it's not-
so
not-
aside from that, Kyle Davis, we're gonna tie in the work in progress name. What's your current work in progress, Kyle Davis? Fill us in on your life, because none of I mean, we chat here and there, but this is a good opportunity for us to get to know what's going on with you and to share to whoever's listening what's been going on with you.
well, for whoever cares, not too.
All right,
Well, that
please
was
stop.
impressive.
Please
That
stop.
was right in
All right,
the middle.
Didn't land on
sure-
heads or
make sure.
tails.
So I've basically not doing that much. I work at 2 food locations, and people like to give me
You're
hell.
closer.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Check 1, 2, 3.
There
check.
we go. Wow.
Wow.
Hello.
So I work and I go to school. Not too much. I don't know about you guys or if you're in school at all, but online classes to me are just
Death.
like meaningless.
Yes.
Because like, all right, for example, like I took this intro to acting class.
Yes.
And before I took it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. Like maybe like I don't know, do some improv or like something cool like that. So I was like pretty excited for it. And then when I get in the class, like for the first half of the semester, all we do is like, for example, I want you to repeat what I say, right?
I'm going to repeat. Yep.
Repeat what I say. You're sitting right there.
I'm sitting right there.
You're sitting right there.
You're sitting right there.
That back and forth for half the semester.
It's the Meisner technique,
No, I respect that technique, but like
but it's for half semesters a little long.
a little much. A little
just
much.
a tad.
So like we would do it like every single day, and like we would just be like,
Dude, I would
when are
fucking
we?
lose
Like,
it.
we like, and then for the final,
chair.
and then for
Chair.
the final project, he's just like, yeah, pick a partner and do a scene.
Close.
And that's it. And we just did like some random scene out of a list of like scenes we could
Oh, he
pick from.
didn't let you pick what movie?
No, I was hoping to do like a Denzel Washington movie, but he did not let me do that. We did like some
Really?
stupid like little skit.
Et tu, Brutus?
It too, Brutus.
That brother
I could see you as a nice Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Some people have told me I look like him,
Yeah,
and
I
I
see
said
it.
I don't see it.
Oh, well.
I mean, I kind of see it if you like squint your eyes and like tilt your head a little bit. You know what
The
I'm saying?
body, the upper body.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is.
But yeah, dude. Besides that, like I've been doing shit. Like I don't do much. Like
Mhm.
I work and I go to school, and that's about it.
Work, school.
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're in that age where I feel like that's honestly way better than just doing nothing at all. Work and school, like you're still doing something.
The important things in life.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
to a degree. All right, so
No, as long as you're keeping busy to some extent, not just sitting around getting
and not,
fucked up
but
every
like
day.
not. There's a difference between
Nihilism.
being busy and being productive, and I still
Yes.
feel that if you're doing both at the same time, regardless of what it is, you're still learning how to manage time and how to set yourself up in a way where you're both educating yourself and also working in a way to put some money in your pocket to do
Well,
things
that's-
that you want to do, which is a highly productive skill.
That's
you
why
know?
I feel like I don't know, just to like shift the topic, but like that's why I feel like working when like you're younger is so important. Like for example, like I got like my first job when I was like 13 or something
Same.
like that. I was like an umpire at the Little League. Maybe you probably did the
I was
same.
a lifeguard. No,
Yeah,
I was a
lifeguard.
referee for soccer, and then I was like, I don't
Really?
like this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
would
remember
hate
that.
Running back and forth. That sounds horrible. Did you throw a lot of red cards?
We can hear
No,
that.
I couldn't throw it.
I'll turn
I
the
think,
mic down.
I think I refed one game.
Really?
And
That's
then I was like, I'm calling it
just
quits.
one game?
Yeah, it was
Dude,
horrible.
I can't.
I was a
even
lifeguard,
lie.
though.
A lifeguard is interesting at 13.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they would let a 13-year-old be a
I
lifeguard.
know. especially- I was 5'1", 100 pounds, so I was going to save someone's life. Yeah, good thing I had my books there.
6'3" father that jumps in the pool.
Yeah.
Wait, you're
I got him.
What were you saying? Tell me about.
Wait, you were lifeguard?
13 years. You're saying getting a job when
so
you're young.
anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I felt like it did so much for me. Like it kind of just like prepared me, you know, for responsibilities that I would to get in my future. You hungry? Were those Takis? I thought they were Takis when I first looked. Oh, you eating C's? Oh, come on.
Oh my god,
Are
I'm
they
gonna
ran-
have fun editing this audio later.
Wait, so like,
F-U-N. Fun.
are they ranch seeds?
F is for friends who do stuff
Taco.
together. U is for you and me.
I like David seeds.
Okay.
Wow.
So prepared you
N
to
is for
face,
anything and anywhere.
I
at
guess-
all
face the
down
infinite
you.
void of
In
human
the
responsibility.
simplest way.
What? What?
Bro, I felt like I was schizophrenic, bro. I heard like 3 people just talking at the same fucking time, bro.
This is cool.
It's for those watching. It's very weird to hear yourself.
Yeah, this
One,
is the first for me.
It's a little embarrassing, and two, it is a little weird because then you hear yourself like echo a tiny bit, and then you're like,
I'm not Will.
No, I
My
thought-
name's
wait,
Janet.
No, is it echo? Oh no, wait. You want to hear some?
No, I don't.
You want to hear some echo?
No.
Echo.
"Hello."
Cletus. Okay, enough.
All right,
please.
that's it. Okay.
We have to be businesslike.
Yeah, we have to be. We have to be professional about this.
Yes,
fellas.
we have to be completely professional.
Very
voices initiate.
So, with my deep voice initiated, I think work was an excellent venture for me. Punching out little kids behind the plate. I swear, when
Responsibility.
those kids would strike out, they would always get the "Hey!"
Oh god. No.
How loud was that?
No, that wasn't that bad.
That was about a
I mean,
9.
I
I
mean,
thought that would be
look, so
pretty
like
loud.
we can like. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that because
Let's talk over each other. That always works.
Oh yeah.
I think the viewers like that. They like.
I think
Yeah.
they love it.
Why don't we
Let
let
me
the
just make
guest
sure it's still
talk, Rob?
recording.
Is it recording?
Vape.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh yeah,
wasn't
no, it's still recording.
Ape.
Okay, we're good.
Perfect.
Hello, welcome back.
Date.
Do we have
Date?
Snape.
Oh,
Snape.
I said Snape.
Snape.
You lose.
Severus Snape.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just said
I know
Snape.
what that's
Ape.
from. What's
What?
that from?
What?
Who's singing?
Dumbledore.
Yeah, yo, what's that from?
It's Harry Potter music video or some shit.
Ron Weasley.
Dude, that just in the deepest realm of my memory came
Collect
back to me.
the unconscious.
That's where I live, Kyle.
That's where you live?
On the fringe.
On the fringe. I live in the collective unconscious, just carrying out
Community
the roles and
consciousness.
responsibilities and the
In that
conquest of my
voice. You lived in the snipe void.
the snipe. Severus Snape.
Yo, on an unpopular opinion from all my fellow podcasters,
Oh.
I hate Harry Potter. I think that
What?
sucks.
I don't
Not-
like it that
Well,
much.
Harry
Not a
Potter
good
hates you
movie.
too.
Harry Potter's not a good movie.
It's
There.
there's like
Harry
7 of
Potter-
them. There's like 8 of them.
Okay. Harry
not-
Potter was
not for everyone.
a great series.
The book's better than the
overall.
movie.
I can agree with that, but
Did you
the
read
movie,
all of them?
Yes,
You
I
really
did.
read every word?
No, I said I did.
Oh, you
I did.
didn't.
That was me.
know
That was me
you
that
did.
said yes. That was me that said yes.
That's impressive. I'm
What,
not
what makes you not like it?
What makes me not like it is that it's. I feel like you have to have a certain taste of movies to like Harry Potter, and
Like
I
wizards
thought,
and shit?
yeah, like, and I feel
Lasers?
like you have to have an
Wizard.
interest
Oh.
in that stuff to begin with. And
get that.
I just like, even as a kid, like it never, like I always loved Star Wars. I liked Lord of the Rings.
yeah, I
like
love
I like
Star Wars.
superhero movies, but for some reason I always thought it was like so corny, and there's not enough like action going on for me. Like
I get
I
that.
I just always like associated with the level of corniness that I couldn't get over. And that's why like I couldn't
completely
watch it.
understand that, and that's like Lord of the Rings why I didn't watch it. And then I talked to someone about specifically Harry Potter, and they were like, I really don't care for stuff like Lord of the Rings, wizards, knights. I don't care for like witches and spells.
Lord of the Rings we watched the other night.
But
Lord of the Rings is different because
I know,
that,
but the
that's
person
like,
was saying that it wasn't like they don't like that shit, but the human nature and the human behavior in Harry Potter was what appealed to them.
okay. Yeah,
Human
it's
nature.
more personable. Like you can get attached more to a Harry Potter character than you can with a Lord of the Rings
Aragon.
character.
No,
Yeah,
Gollum.
exactly.
Gollum.
Exactly.
You shall not pass.
Oh, what was the king's name with the scar on his face?
Oh, I don't know, dude.
Saruman.
No.
The bitch ass, right? Of Rowan.
Not the no. Oh wait,
What?
actually maybe.
Yeah, he was
What?
Rowan.
The mic.
He was like brainwashed.
when Oh my God.
Bilbo
How am I
Baggins.
not?
Frodo
Dude,
Baggins.
Slam poetry.
No, it's not Bilbo.
I don't know his name, but
It's the main it's the main orc. It's the huge orc.
Orca.
What's an orc?
An
Dan?
orc is that huge like
The
Oracle?
fat
you know
man.
the oracle.
Oracle?
I don't know. It's never
No,
like
the white hand of Sauron.
regardless. Harry Potter is a little corny, but it's more of a personable movie where people can like get like in touch with the characters and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a Slytherin." I can do
this
the
guy.
Harry Potter test.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a Hufflepuff.
I'm 100% a Slytherin though.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Also, I think Lord of the
Hufflepuff gang.
Rings is like Harry Potter, just medieval era.
It's
you
all
think about
similar.
it, you know?
What do you think Game of Thrones is? It's similar.
Game
It's
of
like
I never
similar.
seen it.
It's like
I've
Lord of the
never
Rings,
seen
yeah.
a single episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Me either.
I
I'm with you
recently
there.
saw
I
it.
have never seen that.
I saw 2 because of William.
I can never get in. I mean,
Would you
I
watch it
see
again?
myself getting into it, but it's one of those things where it's like I want to allow
time-consuming.
myself. Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to
Very
allow myself to get into that because if I find a good show, I'll fucking binge watch the shit out of it. The last
Yeah.
show that I did that was
Vikings.
was
Good show.
no,
Prison Break.
I did that a few years ago.
Schofield.
Lucifer. Lucifer is a great show.
I always see
fitting,
that
how fitting.
recommendeds on that.
Lucifer is such a great show. It's
funny.
like
I find it corny.
It is very corny. No, it is super
no,
corny.
that's yeah,
I've
no,
never seen it.
No, it is. That's why I
just
love
joking.
it.
I never.
Like
seen
if you
it.
turn
I
your
just
brain off,
fucking
it's
weird.
a funny show to watch.
Yeah, I can feel that.
You just watch it because he's ripped.
But that's what I feel like a turning brain off show is like more like Trailer Park Boys. Like,
Oh,
that
what
is
show?
just
King of the Hill.
oh. All
King
right,
of the Hill
let
is
me ask you
trash.
this. Let me ask you this.
Never liked King of the Hill.
Would you take gun to your head, King of the Hill or Trailer Park Boys?
Trailer Park Boys, Till I Die.
I haven't seen either of them.
Trailer
you haven't
Park.
seen either of
King of the Hill.
Trailer Park.
Trailer Park Boys. Till I Die. Rest in peace, Jim
Because King of the
Leahy.
Hill, it's like I don't know. I don't like that style of cartoon. You know
like
what is
dads?
funny?
Well, you're a shit
I mean,
bird.
there's so many cartoon like
Weasel.
comedic.
Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's what you know. I'm going.
Regular show.
Burgers.
I
regular
like Bob's Burgers.
Oh no,
only because I
regular
like
show
Archer.
is fire. Regular show is fire.
Bob's Burgers is so like it's. I feel like
Remember
you
Me?
have to have like you have
Remember
to like
Me?
unfunny stuff to like Bob's Burgers. It's a
It's,
very
dry
it's
humor.
almost like The Office type of humor.
Dry humor.
Yes.
Slightly.
Yes.
Well, The Office is
But I
funny.
don't,
though.
I don't think
Anti-jokes
it
and
works
dry
as well
humor? Is
because
that-
it's a cartoon as to
Yeah.
That's
real
what I
life.
think, and I think because the one guy does mostly all the voices, it's kind of like I don't want to. It's not repetitive is not the right word, but
Redundant.
redundant. Is the right
SpongeBob's the
word.
best cartoon.
Yes.
No cap.
What cartoon?
Like cartoon.
SpongeBob SquarePants,
But-
best cartoon of all time. No cap.
I mean,
Cartoon in general.
I mean,
Tom and Jerry, second place.
any
Tom
Tom
cartoon.
and Jerry, Scooby Doo.
Invader Zim.
That's a dark horse.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's
people won't
last
even
on the
know that.
list because it's the Omega. The only reason it can't. It's too strong for the hierarchy. It can't fit on the list. It has to be.
It's Zeta.
I'm not saying, yeah, it's like
Theta,
Theta,
whatever the
Sigma, whatever.
Delta, Kappa,
Whatever.
Phi.
I don't keep track of all that.
Can we just also bring up the original Teen Titans?
The OG
top
Teen
three.
Titans.
Top three.
Yeah.
OG Teen
Top
Titans.
I will never forget.
I still got a crush on Starfire.
Oh, stop! Don't talk
Starfire is
like
my
that.
favorite fucking
No,
character.
Not
Raven.
now. Not
Raven.
now.
I'm talking about.
Raven.
Raven.
I mean, that's where the goth girl thing started for me. Now.
Yeah.
Raven.
We all saw it coming when you saw
My
her.
first goth girl, bro.
Starfire and
Cyborg.
Cyborg are my two favorite characters.
Cyborg.
Yes, definitely.
No,
100%.
Beast Boy.
Beast
Beast
Boy,
Boy was
is
sick.
underrated. as
Robin.
hell.
Yeah.
Beast Boy's sick.
And
Christopher Robin.
Robin's a bitch in that, and he's
Yeah.
also a
Hey.
bitch in the new Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Dude,
he-
the
hey.
new Teen Titans itself is we don't talk about that.
Teen Titans Go.
man. We don't talk
Teen
about Teen
Titans Go. Yeah. Fuck that
We
show.
don't have to talk about that.
Hey yo, Teen Titan Go creators. Fuck you.
Listen,
Wow.
unless you want to give us a sponsorship deal, then
Oh yeah. Then I love you. You're the
love
best,
the show.
Best
Great
show,
job, guys.
Like in the century. In the century.
Are all-time SpongeBob out of anything over any cartoon?
Yo. So Kyle, when you do that
My
with the
favorite
mic,
episode.
do this.
Pivot.
Yes.
I just saw the eyes of a snake.
Wait. Pivot.
My eyes will not leave you.
Pivot.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
It's Mona Lisa.
Same shit.
No.
Different day.
You guys are cooking me. Crooked fucking.
Crook.
Monica Lisa.
Monica Lewinsky, Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's our next topic.
William Clinton.
We're jumping straight into the Clintons.
William Jefferson Clinton with the saxophone
Do
on
you
Arsenio
think
Hall.
Jeffrey Epstein was killed?
Yes.
No shit.
Jeffrey Epstein,
Yes.
let me ask you a question.
He's listening right now. Wait, did you just ask? Oh, you're like. Okay.
I want to ask you a question.
Oh
Or
no,
anyone.
but you said Jeffrey Epstein.
What
Let
evidence,
me ask you a question.
What evidence do you have that this man Jeff Epstein
He was in
even
a top-
existed?
Okay.
Other than what they show you on the TV, on the telescreen.
Even exist. You're
Okay,
So
well,
are you
like
in-
this-
I'm going that far. I'm
You're
going skeptic.
implying that Jeffrey Epstein himself is an urban legend or a myth?
or that we just believe what we're
He's a
shown.
mythical creature.
What I'm
like,
implying,
like
not even what I'm implying. What I'm questioning is the
He's a
validity.
cryptid.
Okay,
Like a
Danny,
boogeyman?
Whenever you're done. Whenever you're done.
Like Bigfoot,
Sorry,
bro.
go on. I'm sorry. We're goofing.
I'm just being a dick.
I know.
a Johnny Green Giant. Boom, ba-dum, boom.
Who's the bitch with the giant blue bowl?
Okay, no. This is what I was. Okay, this is what I was actually
Bunyan.
trying to. You done?
Paul Bunyan.
What I was trying to ask here.
Bunions?
A question for our guest.
Oh,
Be
sorry,
good
guest.
hosts.
Please.
Oh, yes.
Is believing things you see on the TV and letting it consume space in your mind, even though it may not even be real for all we know. I'm not that skeptical where it's like, it never happened. The moon wasn't real. The Holocaust wasn't real. There wasn't. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, how do we even know? Like, people give weight to things that we don't even know. Like, Jeff Epstein, was he killed? Like, that's a thought in your brain. Like, the man's a figment of my imagination. He's a meme.
Yo, also what you have to like remember is that any source of news or anything that's giving you information has somebody directing that and telling them exactly what to feed you. Pivot. More pivot.
The six corporations.
More
the six
pivot.
corporations.
No, I feel like, you know, it's not about like necessarily what we want to see, but it's what they want us to see.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I just don't really associate with it. Like, if I hear about it, I hear about it. Maybe I'll see like a tweet over it, but like, I don't know. I don't know many people that sit down and watch the news. If you do, then that's great. I think that's good. Like, you're getting that information, but there's always a sense of like, is this really the honest truth, what they're telling us?
And maybe it's just the reason why I'm taking skepticism that far. The reason why I'm taking skepticism that far is maybe it's just a really intense sense of denial. It's like, I don't want to fucking believe this stuff. Yeah, digital denial. I don't want to believe this shit.
Digital denial.
Like, if you don't want to believe something, you could literally go as far as saying like it's not even real. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it didn't happen. Like, you just compartmentalize. You could just compartmentalize and just be so skeptical to the point that it literally
but
gets
Will,
shuffled.
at what point do you stop? What do you believe in and don't believe in at all in your
Like
life?
I think
'Cause that's a fine
I
line.
forget what episode it was. It was either
I'm
with
saying the
Nash
motive
or,
for that,
or
for the
James.
skepticism
Like,
is
we talked
denial.
about this already. There's got to be a point where you have to like, all right, this is real.
I know.
Like,
I'm
just
not
because
talking about that. I'm just saying the motive for being super skeptical. A lot of like is just uber denial.
you can never argue with a skeptic. You know what I mean?
Yes,
No,
you
because
can.
they're always gonna.
To say like
They're
it's
just taking one
always
step further.
It's like flat earthers, bro.
Oh, I hate flat earthers.
What about
so
them?
much?
You're
I hate
talking
flat
about them.
earthers. Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Like, okay, it's funny for the meme, but if you're a flat earther, like, come on, bro. Like, do you think every single space photo is photoshopped? Do you think NASA, a
Stanley
government
Kubrick
agent,
to the moon landing? Yeah, I think that.
No,
exactly.
the moon landing's
Are
real.
we talking about the moon landing?
Yes,
the moon
we are.
landing's
Okay,
100%
wait,
real.
Can I bring up?
100%
Can I bring
real.
up?
Yes.
Can I bring up a point that just should be said?
Yes.
Right. Please do. All right.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people know. Maybe a lot of people don't know that allegedly the government was in conversations with Stanley Kubrick. You know Stanley Kubrick, I'm assuming, the director,
Great director.
about staging something in a sense to make it seem as if America got to the moon.
Dude.
Now, I think that's interesting just because of this, right? Let's say like America was impatient and they're like,
Space race.
we need to get to space even if we actually don't do it. And we need more time. We just need to make it seem like we got there. We need the clout. So what if, because all that skepticism with like the first pictures of the moon, like all like the little weird like things that are telling people like, oh, there's no way that they were actually on the moon. What if that
A lot of those
itself-
things been debunked.
I believe that. You know, I don't know much about it myself. I just know
I've
about the
done my
general
research.
discussion. So, like, what if, like, and this is just a hypothetical, that they did stage something, but they eventually got to the moon? Like, they did. I'm
2001.
not saying we
anything, I
never
believe
got to the moon.
I can like that's a fair point, but
like-
I think it's harder to fake the moon landing than to actually do it. At
Have you
that
seen
time.
2001: A Space Odyssey? That movie was
Yeah.
made in 1968, the year before the
Yeah.
moon landing. That shit looks real. Like, that shit looks like that man was in space before we could even be in space. Like, I'm not saying it's easy, but like they made it look real, man.
And plus, you're talking about like Stanley Kubrick made beautiful films out of low budget films. Low
Yeah, but,
budget.
like,
If
there's-
you give
there's
him a
things like
government
NASA budget, he's gonna give you a masterpiece.
You give him a
People
NASA
have
budget,
said like, oh, look at this image of the moon landing. Like, the shadows can't be like this without studio lighting and stuff like that. But it's like, you have to understand the sun is millions of miles away, and for it to. And like one of their arguments was like, all right, if you look at the shadows, they're all like in perfectly straight lines, just like in a studio lighting would, you know?
Well, the sun does the same thing.
Yeah, the
right?
sun doesn't, just because so the sun, like at that far away, the light beams are so concentrated, it's basically like a straight laser beam onto the moon. So that's why all the shadows are going in one direction.
Yeah.
But if you had studio lighting like this, like look, if you see like right now, like the shadows are splitting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Like,
because there's multiple
I
lights.
think like
well, it's that too. So like, how are you gonna at the time they didn't have a big enough studio light to
You black
project.
out the entire
don't
room and
know
you have
that,
one
though.
concentrated
Yeah, you don't know
light.
that.
No,
Rob.
no, but
They
like
could have.
no, but at the,
You've been
at
on
the
a film
time-
set?
at the
You could
time,
do
no.
that.
At the time, they did not.
How do
They
you
didn't.
know that, though?
They didn't have anything even.
How do you think they made it look
civilian grade.
with 2001: A Space Odyssey the year before? Like, it looked pretty legit. I mean, I don't know about. I wasn't looking at the sun shadow, so like I'm no validity on that subject. But like, they for fucking around with some
Yeah,
shit.
but the things that they showed with the moon landing is not what they showed in the movie as well. They intentionally showed like on the movie like, yo, what can we show to the point where it's, yo, this looks real, and then if we try to show this and try to fake like some type of image or footage like that, yeah, this looks bad. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the shots that we got from the moon is like literally from head to toe. Like they're on the fucking moon, they're bouncing around, they're jumping. It's like it was impossible at the time to recreate some type of environment like that here on Earth.
yeah,
And like, how are you gonna explain a fucking car, the dune buggy or the lunar buggy, whatever,
Stop
like,
motion.
like fucking like this while they're on
I'm not saying I don't believe in the moon landing. I'm just like playing the devil's advocate here. I'm not that skeptical.
But okay, so
but like you could be like stop
base-
motion.
So there's two arguments here that I'm hearing. It's either did we or did we not, and then it's did we when we said we did. I think
Yes, I think
that's what you're saying.
It's more of a valid argument to ask when did we actually go to the moon rather than if we did.
No,
I
because
think
that's
we
also
get
hard
that.
too. That's also hard too, because if we didn't go when we say we did, all these other government agencies would have saw if we put a fucking rocket into space 10 years down, like in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they would have called us
Yeah,
out.
that'd
and
be
I'd
really
like,
hard to
yeah. How
fool.
do you mask a fucking rocket?
The
going into
pictures and the
space?
videos aren't super far fetched. They're hard, but they're not super far fetched. But like in terms of like getting a rocket in and out of space and like people and their crews and their families, like that is a big ass project.
No,
I
but
don't know
like
if
if
they
you
could
if
do.
you talk
Yeah.
if you take the Apollo 11 rocket or Saturn 5, I think
don't
it
know
was
what- I
called
have no
Saturn
idea.
something, and you like literally like 90%, like I forget the exact percentage, but like majority of the fucking spaceship is just fuel. Right.
Yeah, and it
and like
just
the
gets
very
popped
tippy
off.
top, like
It's the capsule.
like the pinky compared to my whole arm. The pinky is like where all the equipment, the men, the lunar lander, and the fuel
Yeah.
to get back home was. You know, everything else was the fuel to get into space, to get into orbit around Earth, to project them to orbit around the moon,
Yeah.
to then land on the moon, right? And people have calculated themselves like, oh, they would need this amount of cubic feet of fuel in that tank to fuel
Yeah.
them to there, and like it added up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Do you think we're talking about the moon landing because we're feeling really like techie with all this new microphone gear? So it's like
possibility.
we're very
Maybe.
astronomical
Maybe.
and lunar right now.
Astronomical.
We got the lunar rays on us with these new lights.
Astronomical.
Oh, that was a good time.
Right? You like that, right?
Straight up. Oh, you should have.
Oh wait, ready? 3.
Go ahead. Straight up.
Wait,
I was ready. I was ready.
3, 2.
Straight up. Yeah. See, that's perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Now, why haven't we gone back to the moon?
There's no incentive
No women there.
that you know of.
You're not wrong.
That you know of.
You're not wrong.
And a woman has
Martian
never
woman?
been there.
A woman has never been on the moon.
Women want,
Boys only.
women want-
Sorry, girls.
women want equal pay, but they don't want to go to the moon. I think the priorities are not in check. Come on.
That proof pink tax.
That's actually. I did not know
I
that.
was saying proof the pink tax doesn't exist.
What does? What doesn't?
You're drowning, Danny. The pink tax?
The pink
I was
tax.
making a joke.
Oh, the pink tax.
tax.
Pink
The
tax.
No one got
Pivot
it.
tax.
Is-
I,
like-
it was a good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
You color coded. What do you think? Women are just pink. That's your only color. You kidding me?
You think boys can't wear pink, bro?
I don't like your mustache.
I wear pink.
Oh.
You don't like it because you can't have it.
I'm gonna say it. I'm
I'd rather
gonna
have
say
nothing
it.
than that
I don't
caterpillar.
care. You broke your elbow.
You
That's a
deserve
little
nothing.
fucked up.
If you
Yeah.
don't want this mustache.
You know, I actually broke my elbow.
When did you?
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
2017, July 27th.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
He remembers
it was
the
like,
date.
I think it was the
He deserved
27th
it.
or the 21st.
Was that literally? Oh, that was a month after we got
Dan doesn't know any
Yeah.
backstory. Deserves it.
No, I know what happened.
Oh, he does.
He still deserved it.
I didn't deserve it. It was literally not my fault at all.
What did you do? You like elbow?
No, so I was at work. It was
breakdancing.
I was working at the pizzeria in Freehold at the
You're
time.
part of the problem.
Not at all.
Dude.
Not at all.
Oh, crispy
So-
pizza.
Yeah,
Still
all
are.
right.
Sorry, guys. My bad.
So
Shout
anyway,
out.
so I was working there one night. It was after a busy Friday.
One dark night.
And it was like when I first started like legitimately working behind the counter, which is like, all right, please stop, don't do that. Being dead serious. And it was a busy Friday and it was after the big rush. You know how like restaurants are.
Yep.
And then I was hungry, so I go in the kitchen and I go to grab a little like they had like a little like thing of meatballs like that
So
they
you're
keep
stealing
warm.
food from your pizza.
No.
Your pizza.
No, like it was allowed. It was allowed. It wasn't like I was
Blasphemy.
sneaking it. So I go in the back. I grab a meatball, right? I grab a little
Grab
meatball.
one meatball or
Just
two?
One, just
A
one.
sing- one?
Just one.
A
Just
singular?
one meatball.
Yeah, we
A
just-
singular meatball, and I put it in a 4-ounce cup, 4-ounce plastic cup.
Put the lid on?
No.
Did you put the lid on?
And no. I just had it as like a little cup, just to like.
Were you drinking meatballs?
No, it was like it was like
That's a spicy
I-
meatball.
I was eating it like a little cake pop.
Yeah,
you know?
well,
Like, yeah, like,
You know, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
customers.
Meatballs and cake don't go
Customers will
together.
come in. They'll be like, "Can I get a side of meatball? Just a little tiny cup of meatball."
Oh no! When they got a side of meatballs,
Meatball.
it was like 3. It was 3 in an order.
got cut meatball
But
by
I
the
just
pound.
wanted
How you
one
doing?
because it was like a little snack.
You get the gabagool on top? You get the gabagool on top?
No, it was just a plain old meatball.
After
So
a dinner
anyway,
rush,
so I got the meatball, and while I'm in the kitchen,
In a cup.
it's in the cup still. I didn't even take a bite of it yet.
they were looking for the meatball bandit for months.
She's in a cup.
I was.
She's in a cup.
I
They're
was.
hot on your trail.
What was it? So as I was in the kitchen, it was at the end of the night, like I said.
Attack.
So they were cleaning in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And one of the guys in the back in the kitchen,
Broke his elbow.
he was wiping like the leg of like a table there, right, where I
Leg
was
of a
near. I
woman.
was standing.
Okay.
And he was he was using the towel, right, and then just fucking around. He goes to like my shoe and starts cleaning it.
Your
And
shoe?
Yeah, just fucking around. I was like, oh,
Servant!
okay. So then
Rob, I have a theory.
so then I was like, all right, let me fuck around a little more. So I give him my other shoe.
So I
and
pull
I'm
out my pants.
Suck it. No, and then
Wow. Graphic.
so then I
You know
give
what's
him
great?
I give him my
farted
other
and
shoe.
the mic did not even pick it up.
Good, right?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Sorry,
But-
Excellent
boys.
work.
But that mic still picked it up. I still have that audio.
They can't smell anything, so it's fine.
Wait until a day we can smell through
Smell
video.
technology.
Yes,
Smell.
I'm gonna invent that.
Imagine you could be
tech.
smelling Kyle Davis right now.
Right.
I mean, I
Incense
can.
and
Are you
fire.
jealous?
There's an app
I
actually
can.
where you can get
So
my
anyway,
scent,
So anyway,
Dude,
my
is it-
aroma.
so I give
yeah.
him my other foot, right, to wipe that, just to play along
Take
with the
this,
joke,
slave.
right?
Yeah.
And then he starts like wiping it with the towel, and then he keeps like lifting my leg up, and I'm like,
Whoa.
yo, what the fuck?
Where are the meatballs?
So then the meatball
under here?
the meatball was still in my hand. Take it for gold. So god damn, you guys are loud.
Wait, Rob, I'm sorry.
So then
Wait,
as
did
so
you
then,
end up eating it?
I took one bite out of this whole
Afterwards?
thing. No, like before.
Blasphemy.
So then
Traitor!
he starts lifting up more and more. I'm like, yo, and I start losing my balance. And the
Okay.
floor was wet because they just mopped. So my other foot slipped from under me and it landed straight on my
That
fucking
is the
elbow.
moment when Rob
And-
knew
and
he
it hit-
fucked up.
It hit the concrete. It was like concrete tiles.
Show
you
the
know?
video afterwards.
I'll show you the video after. Like,
Oh, there is a video.
Yeah, I like logged into the computer screen, like the security
The
camera
telescreen?
and like I just like recorded it off my phone.
Did you hack? Did you
Digital
order
style.
pizzas?
No, I just knew the
Did you order
password.
pizzas to
I
the
just knew-
pizzeria?
Rob hacked into the mainframe
Yeah.
of the pizzeria.
we're not going back to my hacker stories. That life is far behind me.
You've
Digital
stolen enough
style.
meatballs in your
Green
time.
is
Oh
not
yeah.
so creative.
So anyway, so I break my
Kala.
arm and I went back to work like a month later with the cast on, and, like,
Manhood.
serving
Step
pizzas
up.
and shit.
Be a
so-
man. Break
yeah.
your arm. Get a
Remember-
meatball.
Oh,
make some
remember?
pizza.
It was like a week or two before your graduation party. You remember that?
I remember my graduation party, but I don't remember the week or two beforehand.
I don't
No,
remember
'cause
your
I remember-
graduation party.
No,
I do.
because-
I'm kidding. I do. But the,
No, because that was I remember
ladder
rolling
of
up
the
with my cast on,
I don't remember.
and I remember what was his name? Matt Peterson was there,
Wow.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
right?
Yeah.
And like me and him had a good talk that night. That's why I remember. So shout out, MP. Are you Jordan Peterson's son?
It was a good party.
That
It was a good time. It was a great time. Anyway, so yeah, that was my story how I broke my elbow. Thank you for watching.
Moon landing still fake. Kyle
Damn,
Davis.
we haven't heard from you. What's going on over there?
Dan's
He's
not
just
the guest.
He's just munching.
I literally thought you just ended the podcast. I looked. I was like, bye.
little 30-minute
All right, Kyle, go home.
done.
Fucking go home now. You're done here.
Dan, how have you been, brother? What's going on?
Into the mic.
Into the void.
Not into the seeds.
We're only 28 minutes in.
Shout out Wedding Sisters.
Oh, shh. All right. Yeah. All right. Do it one more time, but not as fucking loud.
Shout out wedding sisters.
Shout out Wedding Sisters.
Shout out
Sisters.
Wedding
Sisters.
Sisters.
Yeah.
Shout out Wedding Crashers. Great,
Great
best
movie.
comedy.
Great
One of my
movie.
favorites.
Great movie.
good movie.
All right. Adam Sandler has
He's not.
the
he's
most.
not in the movie.
I know he's not in the movie, but I was just
Thought he was,
ADHD. Did I just say ADDHD? Okay, so Adam Sandler is the most versatile actor.
No, he's not.
Yep.
What?
I'm gonna go
Say
Daniel
that
Day-Lewis
again.
on that
Say
one.
that.
Not the most.
Willem
he is-
Dafoe. You
he's
mean
not,
comedian?
okay.
Comedic
I
actor?
take that back. I don't mean the most, but he's a very
Okay.
versatile actor.
I would agree.
Adam Sandler I would say is more versatile than we thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Definitely.
That's a better way to
He's
put it.
mostly a comedy actor.
But the
Oh, yeah.
the most versatile
I wish he
actor
did more
there
dramas.
is, and bar none, is Leonardo DiCaprio.
I
Oh, yeah.
disagree.
Bar
Yep.
none. He is the most
at least of
versatile
modern
actor.
modern
Like, dude,
acting.
What about Jim
How-
Carrey? He started off as a
no,
goofball.
no.
What about
I'm talking-
Daniel
I'm talking like-
Day-Lewis?
No, I don't think he's up there with Leo.
No, even Jim
Ray
Carrey's
Fiennes.
serious roles, it still feels like
the
parody-ish.
same,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Jim Carrey has his personality. He's a little twitchy. He says like
He's like,
He's
yeah,
fucked
like
up.
makes funny
What about
faces.
Christian Bale? I'd say he's
no,
the, he's
he's the
not
most dedicated. He's the most dedicated actor.
I think he's the
for his
biggest
role.
chameleon. Biggest chameleon. in my
Yes,
opinion.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, did you see like when he was like a literally just a fucking twig like for his role in
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I know.
machinist or the
Yes,
machinist. or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And then he got plumped.
and then he
for
got
Vice.
juiced for Batman.
And you got Fat
Yeah.
Man for Vice Man.
Vice. Yeah.
Vice.
Is that what that movie's
It's
called?
about Dick Cheney.
Yeah, that was the movie I was thinking of. He got-
Oh shit!
No,
Wow,
I forgot that
he
was
in
even
that.
him.
I feel
Yeah,
like
right?
Willem Dafoe deserves more love for being an actor.
You're just saying that because you look like him.
Willem Dafoe is great, but Leonardo DiCaprio, I can name 3 movies that are
Let
literally
Neptune strike ye
nothing
dead.
alike from each other. Like
Fond me
The
lobster.
Revenant, Wolf of Wall Street, Django Unchained. Nothing to do with each
Okay,
other. Like
yeah.
3 completely different genres,
Versatile-
and he kills
Shutter
in
Island.
everyone.
Shutter Island.
great.
Oh yeah, Shutter Island.
Another
was a great
one,
movie.
too.
Inception.
Versatile is not a word I would use to
Titanic.
describe him, but honestly, now that you say that, yeah.
Dude, he's versatile. Like he
I'm king of the
literally,
world.
He
can
doesn't
either,
come off this. Okay, I'll give you this. In Wolf of Wall Street, he comes off very similar to that. In crap. There's another movie.
Like what?
I don't know. Like I hear his voice the same way.
Catch Me If You Can.
No, maybe like The Departed. Like his voice sounds the same, and obviously he's the same
fucking
fucking
leaving.
dude. But like,
That's a great scene.
I feel like okay, so you could look at Jim Carrey, and it's like he's either slapstick or he's so serious. It's like what the fuck.
Yes.
It's like
The
Leonardo
number-
DiCaprio.
the number
Like he
23,
has so
the
many
number 23,
gauge-
the number 23.
Okay, he has so many little different gauges
23.
on his spectrum that I say would make him versatile.
Yeah.
Like just because you do very different roles doesn't make you versatile. If you could do everything in between, like that is impressive. So, yeah,
exactly.
that is
he
Leo.
can be the most beloved hero or the most hated villain. He's proven that he can do both.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
I can
oh,
see that.
fucking Candy, the guy from Django, dude. Ugh. That
Calvin
guy
Candy,
gets
bro.
me.
Everybody just wanted
That guy
to just
gets
slap
me.
that guy in the face.
I mean, I like him though. He's
douchebag.
a dick. I like him. I root for the bad
Amazing
guys
actor.
in movies.
The one
so.
scene he did where he they were at the
Crushed
table or
his
whatever, and then they caught the 2 bounty hunters in the act trying to get Broomhilda. He crushed his fucking hand. Shit was gushing blood. Rubs his real blood on the actress.
yeah, yeah.
All
Kerry
improv.
Washington, yeah.
Like they had no idea what was gonna happen. That's just insane.
I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal also great act. Dude, did you see him
Jake Gyllenhaal's
in
great.
Prisoners and then look at him in like fucking Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. I was just gonna say
Different
that movie.
dude.
That was a great movie.
He's a versatile actor.
Yeah, dude. Jake Gyllenhaal's versatile right there. He was in
The
fucking
fight.
Brokeback Mountain and Nightcrawler.
And
Like,
Nightcrawler.
That guy can do whatever he wants.
Southpaw. Is that what the movie's
Yeah, the
called?
fighting movie.
No one's got anything on Paul Blart.
Kevin
Paul-
James.
Oh, Kevin James. Yo, King of
I
Queens
like
was a
him.
great show.
He's a
King of
very
Queens was a
entertaining.
great show.
Dude, you see his videos on YouTube?
He has a YouTube channel.
No, he put this video out. Look it up.
yeah,
I am
yeah, stop
legend.
yelling.
I am legend. Cameraman, bro. It's the funniest shit.
Kevin James.
Wait,
that? Kevin
wait,
James.
yes, like the Will Smith movie.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I can already
It's
like
so
just-
good.
I can already just tell what that movie is. It's just him heavily breathing into the mic. All right, I'm coming. Just fucking sprinting.
Wait, I want to
Yeah.
hear what this sounds like. Oh wow, wow.
I can't. Whoa, that is a little.
I just turned the lows up, so like the bass is very heavy.
pill and it bees.
You put the lows up.
Yeah, so now this is like normal now.
This is
I just want to hear
91.
What about
that
the
sounded like
ends?
91.7
live.
smooth
the
FM.
highs, you mean?
Low jazz.
No, the
radio.
ends. It's a
The
Travis.
highs are like this, right?
Yep. The ends are a Travis Scott song I really like. That's why I said.
That is a good song.
You know
So
that's
when we talk about GMOs,
Whoa, what the hell? Black
Should we
Beer?
talk about GMOs? Little backstory here. We made a
blow up.
me, Rob, and Dan.
Yes,
and
yes,
who's
yes.
our- Hoops. It was
Yeah,
Hoops.
Hoops.
It was Tyler Hoops. We made this.
Death
this
to
excellent
GMOs.
Video, Death to GMOs.
Keep going. I'm gonna pee.
It
Keep
was
going.
so stupid.
Keep rolling.
Man, like,
Watch.
what do you want to say the synopsis on that was, Rob? What do you?
GMOs are bad.
GMOs are bad.
Listen,
we threw forks at each other in the cafeteria.
Foods. Do you want to know what they do for you? They raise your immune system by like 1,000,000%. That's 6 zeros.
It's a lot of zeros.
That's a lot of zeros, and it saves you money. It saves your health. Actually, you know what? It is a little bit more expensive, but you know what it does save? It saves your medical expenses when you die from GMOs.
Exactly.
That's what it does.
Exactly.
So just stick to GMOs. Don't
More
be
like-
a fool and be like Tim Wright.
More like
that's all I gotta say.
Wait, guys. Okay, to this day, bro, why the fuck did he take that selfie like that,
Dude,
bro?
well, but that is such a common. No,
Weirdest pose. That is not a common pose. No way.
no, but that was such a common like 2012 Instagram post though.
dude,
Like you don't know
the
what you're
guy-
doing on
the
Instagram
guy-
yet. You just made
The
it.
guy literally was like, "Oh, I have to take a picture now," and he just fucking threw his arm up like he never took a picture in his life. And then his caption was so stupid, like, "Oh, like I don't know, like going to the mall or something." Like, so stupid. And he looked like great football player, can probably kick my ass, but doesn't know how to take a selfie.
He has
at
a
all.
Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, he does have a Super Bowl ring.
He was with the Patriots when they won the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the worst selfie I've ever seen in my entire life, ever. This
Tim Wright.
This guy named Tim Wright, who one of our English teachers.
Close it, please.
If we say the English teacher's name, she'll block us all on social media.
We said her name already with Grant. So
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think he was allowed to because.
Yeah, but
we, MD. We'll say just MD.
Yeah.
MD.
Yeah, she had that school account. And she blocked me for no fucking reason on Twitter.
Oh.
Do you remember she had one for like
Yeah, I just
for
saw-
actual class shit? Like if you needed questions on like any.
Oh yeah.
you had a question about the
blocked
homework.
me.
It was like-
she was like, I don't want to
And
deal
I
with this
didn't
kid.
even ever like add her or anything. Like I never. Like,
It was like an
I was-
MD. Oh, yo, Will. Well, can you grab me a seltzer, please?
I was definitely more of an asshole in high school, but I wasn't ever that
Yeah.
bad.
Any of you guys want anything to drink? I got
I'll
like
take
waters.
I'll take a water. That would be.
You can. Do you want? Do
fantastic.
you like a seltzer?
No, I'm okay. I'll just take a water.
Can I have a
thank you.
different seltzer, Will?
Gatorade, Will?
Will, can I have a different seltzer?
Will, can I have a back massage, please?
That's when the cameras are off, Kyle.
Sorry, y'all. My shoulders are tense.
So,
Air hours, baby.
actually, it'll be off this camera, but if you want to subscribe to our OnlyFans, you can get it there like $3.99 a month
Yeah.
for the base package. Premium package, that's like $50 a month.
I heard you guys were doing a New Year's Eve 15% off sale. Is that true?
Oh yeah, that is true. Thank you for. So quick shout out to OnlyFans for 15% off. That is our sponsor of
Use
the
promo
episode.
code NUTS. Use promo code NUTS when
Nuts with a Z.
entering.
Nuts with a Z. NUTZ.
Nuts.
You want some nuts?
Here's something I can't understand.
What are you,
completely shifting the topic?
Shout out Jason.
If you
What are
guys
you,
want
nuts?
to.
Say it.
Why can you go to Wawa and buy a bottle of water? Shit's $2. But you go to fucking Walmart, you can buy 40 waters for $3.
No,
Somebody
that
tell me
isn't
that.
it crazy?
Somebody
no, you
tell
know
me
what I've
that.
been doing?
It's
You know
called
what I've been
good
doing?
marketing.
No, it's not. No. Well, it's branding. Branding. That's what it is.
I'm gonna brand you.
But even Poland Springs.
No, but here's the thing.
Poland
Here's the no,
Springs
no, no.
still.
You know what I started doing? Instead of going
Go
to
to
like
Quick Check.
what the fuck?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw this unfold.
Yeah.
Can we get a replay, a slow motion replay about what Dan just did to our left?
Instant replay.
Dan heard Great Value Waters, and he was like, no.
So, no, so like you know what I've been doing? Like instead of going to Wawa to grab like a bang or something for like $3.50, I just go to Walmart and get one for $1.50. Or I get a whole box of 4 for like $6.
Whoa!
It's called Stomp.
Why are you talking like Jerry
absolutely-
Seinfeld?
I absolutely
Jerry
adore
Seinfeld.
Walmart.
Come
over.
Let's be real. Walmart is fantastic. And
Walmart is
one
beautiful,
thing I
but it
miss,
destroys small businesses.
it does, but dude,
Monopoly.
all I'm saying is that you can't go.
No such
or-
thing as Monopoly.
Now you can't, but I loved like 24-hour Walmart. That was so great. Like you don't know how many times I would walk into Wawa at 3 a.m. and I would like,
Bud
oh,
Light
thank
and
God
Wawa
Walmart is
trips.
open.
Those days are over, boy.
Those days are over. Isn't that sad too? Like
I don't know why.
I don't cry anymore.
one time I was in Walmart at like 5 a.m. and a couple of people, we were thinking about buying a tent, 20-person tent. We were this close
Wasn't
to
it like
does the
100
story
like
end?
$100?
How does
that
the story
story
end?
end?
Oh, we got an air match from
We
Walmart.
didn't buy the
remember?
tent.
We fucked on it.
Wait, repeat that?
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
Repeat that. So apparently Rob and Dan fucked in a Walmart.
God damn it! No, we
Display match.
We were thinking it. Oh! But like in the Walmart parking lot in plain view, like we
were
weren't in a
thinking
car or
it.
anything. We
Hey.
just put the air mattress in a parking spot
Yeah.
and got down. with
We
it.
were
Security
thinking it all along.
Security
All the
guard drove
viewers-
by.
Why
Was
did
like,
you-
everything all right?
Just being sus.
God.
Remember I used to sleep in Walmart parking lots?
Yeah, with Dan Wideline. Is that?
Wait, is that a fact?
Wait, I
we get a
didn't.
fact check on that?
I didn't sleep with Dan.
No, I'm not with Dan.
You're going to hell.
Yes,
Even if you
Okay.
have even if you guys have cuddled before, no shame.
Oh yeah, we have.
No shame.
Little poke,
Listen,
little poke.
No,
Yeah.
but maybe.
Dick was in
but like
butt.
I used to sleep at the Walmart parking lots like when I was 17 when I first got my license because I would be out past 11 past curfew,
Yeah.
and if I rolled up home past 11 I would get in trouble. So I just found a loophole around that. I would just say, yeah, I'm sleeping over at Danny's house, and I would just
Get smugged.
sleep in the Walmart parking lot like it's like
mugged.
behind a truck. Yeah.
Howeltine mugged in
And
Wawa
then,
parking
and then
lot.
shout out, that is actually how Nick and I first started getting close because I remember he FaceTimed me randomly for something, and then he was like, Rob, where are you? And I was like, Walmart parking lot. He's like, why are you in a Walmart parking lot? And I was like, I can't go home. And like
But
he
you
told me,
could go
no,
home.
because I would get in trouble. But like it wasn't like
me
I couldn't
too.
go home. Like there was issues at home. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that.
You just didn't want to deal with the headache.
Exactly. So like, but Nick took it as like,
Your parents know.
Now they do. But like, what are they gonna do now? Like that was 5 years ago. But so yeah, so like Nick called me and he's like, "What are you doing sleeping in the Walmart parking lot?" I was like, "I just can't go home, bro." And like he took that as like, "Oh shit, like stuff's going down at home." Like he just had to.
Hey, man, I'm here if you need me, man.
So he was So then he was like, do you need a place to stay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then, so I drive over and like that was the first time I slept over at Lorenzo's
And then
house.
Ronnie
and
comes
then,
in, he's like, "Hey, Rob,
yeah.
I heard you fucking Danny."
I was like, he's like, "Yeah, I saw you last night, 10 o'clock. That's great. What
were you doing?
You guys were going crazy on that mattress. What the hell was going on?
so much steam.
No, I saw you guys as I was walking into Walmart. I was in there for 45 minutes, came back out. You're still going at it. Damn, good for you,
That's
man.
endurance, big guy.
Fucking stamina on you. Damn, you fucking
I'm
stallion.
so sorry for putting this on you, Ronnie, but you can't take it off now.
Love you, Ron.
Ron is the fucking man.
He is the man.
Yes, he is.
Dude, this tastes just like a cherry cola.
Really?
Yeah.
Minus aspartame.
No one gives a fuck.
But it's 0 calories, 0 like additives. It's just carbonated water and flavor.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, so what was the topic? Was that the topic you were
Yeah, what were we
bring up?
talking about before?
No, you were gonna bring up a topic out of left field.
Out of left field, I was going to bring up a topic.
Remember what it is?
I wish I did
Not
somebody-
you.
No, because I did
Fucking
the Instagram thing again, like what should we top on, but like my fucking phone's recording, so I
Oh, yeah.
can't look
What
at
do
the
they
Instagram.
think we should talk about?
Can I log into my Instagram on your phone?
Uh-oh.
Can I hit somebody's
Boundaries
nicotine?
being
That would be
crossed.
fantastic.
What?
Can I hit your vape? Appreciate it, dog.
Start punching it on the table.
Don't worry, guys. We got tested before this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Can I say when you're done?
I'm actually immune to the
We're
coronavirus.
tested. Rob's HIV positive, so is Danny.
I gave it to him.
Anything Rob has, I have. Because you know we fuck.
This is
God.
an interesting.
Dude.
For anybody that cares,
I'm
this
going to ruin
flavor
your image,
vape
Robert.
is called Mighty Mint Sapphire.
Power Solar.
Oh, wait, you got what I got last time.
Wow.
Yeah, they only had like 3 of them left, and that was the only
Power
flavor.
Solar. More like
if
more like Power Bottom.
You should do
honestly.
like some like survey or something like mid podcast. Tell people to comment like, oh, like
Who's top, who's bottom?
yeah, exactly.
We're live.
Yeah, something like that. What air mattress
yeah, we
would
actually-
you
we actually-
pick if you were to fuck in a
We
Walmart
actually
parking
we
lot?
got some answers. All right, so shout out. All right, Nino Liverani
Are we
says.
still recording? Can you just double check we're still
Yeah,
recording?
no.
I mean on the phone.
Yeah.
Word.
We are 42 minutes in. Okay.
Yes,
so shout out Nino Liverani _ You can follow him at Nino Liverani _ He replied to this question, like, see, like I put it, like, what should we topic should we cover? He said Nino. Nino. Okay, so topic is Nino right now.
Topic is Nino.
Topic
All right,
is Nino.
Let me tell you something about Nino Liverani.
Yes.
Nino Liverani is such a fantastic fucking dude.
Right?
I don't
He
mean to
is.
sound so corny, but
Right?
like
No, he's
Such a
just
good
a
dude.
genuine person.
He was a
you know?
sleeper. Honestly,
Yeah.
he grew on me. He was a sleeper.
Yeah, no, he was one of those. Like, honestly, like me and him used to chill a little bit, like here and there, like back in high school, because like we were always on the same bus, so I would just talk and bullshit with him. You know what I'm saying? And then he started coming back around this year when he came back from the Marines, and he started chilling with Nick, Tony, and I just remember walking into Nick's basement one time and Nino was just fucking there. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Out of
what a
nowhere.
blast from a past. And I was like, yo, what's good, bro? And like, if you told me then that he would be
A part of our lives.
as like a part of as much of a part of our lives now, I would not believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that doesn't mean like anything. It's just wasn't
No ill
expected,
will,
but like,
just a fact.
but it's one of those things where it's like, I'm damn glad it happened. You know? So
100%. Nino,
So,
shout out to you.
shout out Nino. All right, next up we have our last guest, Grant Hackett. He responded to your question sticker saying,
Crack it.
blindfold yourself, get 3 cheeseburgers from 3 different fast foods and guess. Actually, I really like that
That's
one,
a
but
great idea.
we should do that next episode
I think
because we
that's
can't just stop and
I've never tried an Impossible Burger, and I really want to.
it tastes the
I don't
same.
plan on it.
It tastes the same.
I have tried an Impossible Burger from Burger King, I assume. The one you're talking about? Yeah,
yeah.
like that tastes the same.
Yeah,
I
it's
have to-
crazy, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay,
But, I don't like
um,
Whoppers that much to begin with. I think
Same.
I like.
Burger
I don't know.
King's
Like
ass.
Thank you.
If you're gonna get fast food, bro, why the fuck would you ever go to Burger King unless
Wendy's.
you're going
Never.
there just for chicken fries?
No, not even
Chick-fil-A.
that.
All right,
Because
next
you could
up.
just get nuggets
Next
from
up, we
McDonald's.
have Schottenfield, our boy. Remember Sam? You didn't meet
I
him.
never met him. No.
Shout out, Sam.
He came to Pittsburgh with us when we went last time, but he said Bobby and Shoddy. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
Bobby and
I know what that
Shoddy?
means.
What?
Bobby and Danny.
No.
Shoddy.
Sade,
Shorty.
Shotty, like Shotty,
Yeah.
not Shorty.
tell us about your love life, Rob.
In Pittsburgh? Shoddy?
You been cheating on Dan?
How many air mattresses have you bought over the last week?
Week?
Rob, bro, that has like fucking like 30 air mattresses in his backyard.
30 hoes.
But they're all broken. Tore them up. And then we have Sean_Drew. He said bombing in Nashville. Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
great.
I don't-
Horrible.
I know nothing about that.
I
He was afraid
so-
of the 5G stuff, apparently.
Yeah,
He just got
really?
fucking
It was
paranoid.
right in front of
So,
a
like, for
T-Mobile.
those who
More
don't-
power to you.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
so those that you don't know what's going on, from what I know, the Nashville bombing, I saw like some of those like videos that like people posted from themselves, like of recording it on Twitter, and it was like this RV van that parked out on some random street in Nashville, and it started like counting down, like evacuate the area, evacuate the area, evacuate the area. It was
crazy.
crazy.
The video
I
was
didn't know that.
insane.
And then I was
Insane.
like, yo, like that's like some shit out of the fucking Purge or some shit. You know
Call
what
of
I'm
Duty
saying?
stuff.
Black Ops.
Yeah, like a fucking like
Honestly, respect him for doing that in the first place.
Wait,
I know
what?
he's too far
Let's
gone.
take that back.
No, I'm saying if he's already going to blow people up,
oh, he said evacuate.
Gave him
and
warning.
Yeah, but still,
I
it's still
ca-
fucked up. to
Relax.
do.
I'm
It's
not
like,
saying
no,
he's
I'm
a
saying
good
let's take that
dude.
back. Like,
Yeah.
wait. Like,
I'm
I
saying
want an
that's got to show
explanation.
some
Because
kind of
that's-
remorse.
He's a pretty swell guy.
Like
At
a
least-
1% remorse, that's better than zero, man.
It is, but
I'm just stirring
the whole
conversation.
the whole RV thing
Kind of fucked
weird.
up to start with.
Kind of fucked up. I don't really get like what his true motive is. Maybe he was
Me
just
neither.
like a 5G nut, like, oh, it's gonna kill everybody. And I think he thought that he was like a hero doing it.
Of course, they all do.
And
Don't they all think they're heroes? in some way?
Basically, yeah. Like it's,
every terrorist
vigilante.
thinks that.
Every
Yeah,
every
they all
human
think
is
they're
good
doing
in his
good.
right.
They're
good in
doing
his
like
own
good
mind.
for humankind.
All right,
I mean,
let's
I
see, is
can't
there
say like
anything else?
I can't
No,
say I
that's-
respect him at all, but like the whole like evacuation thing, that was just extremely weird to watch. Like the first time I watched that video, I actually thought it was like a part of a movie.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't even.
No,
I was,
that's what I mean.
'cause
It, like,
Nobody told
sounded-
me
I
like
haven't
what
seen
it
the full
was. I
video.
just saw it, and I was like, "What am I even watching right now?"
Damn, bro.
That was weird. Really, really weird. Thankfully, nobody. I don't think anybody died
I
from it.
wouldn't know.
I think there was injuries, but I don't think anybody.
I think there was injuries. I'm
There's a
not sure
couple
about
hero
that.
cops. They got not they didn't get hurt, but I'm saying like I think they like really like took charge on the situation. Like I saw a video of that too.
And out of all places, too. Out of all places, like weirdest place.
Nashville,
I would have never guessed.
Music City. Guess the music wanted to stop for him. He wanted music to stop. So Rob, what you doing?
Logging out of my
You
Instagram.
logged out of my account.
We had no more comments.
No, that was it.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
We didn't answer the people's calls the first time we did that, so that's punishment. They're ducking us. They're ghosting us. Now we have to pull them back in.
We just reel him back in.
How do we
Simple.
do that?
Simple as that. Well,
Back to the top, baby.
I guess just get another topic. It's
Do
really
you have
all
any,
it's
you have
about.
any ideas?
Do I have any ideas? Not necessarily off the bat, but like I can for one say I despise, like I don't know if you guys do, but I was just thinking about this because I'm cold. I'm like shivering a tad. I don't do winter.
Rob, just do that.
Don't like
afterwards.
it.
I'm not a fan. I think it builds
Yeah, but
character. It makes you tougher. But
I don't like going outside and feeling pain on my face from wind.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I go outside
me
and
and
it's
winter
just
have
gonna
a
be
fickle relationship.
if it's gonna be like windy as shit and cold,
that?
I'm not even gonna give it a chance.
I get that.
Like if it's windy and warm, fine. If it's cold and not windy, I'll tolerate it.
I hate the cold. I've gotten used to it at this point. It's snow that's my mortal enemy. Snow
You
is
don't like
snow is-
snow.
I know. I
Okay.
love snow. I love it. Child in me loves it. Hate the shoveling.
Yeah, that sucks.
No, the shoveling was good because I always made money during it. So I used to
I
walk
did too,
around
yeah.
like with a little shovel. But then I remember one year when I realized, wow, I'm too old for this. It was like I was walking around with a shovel, and like it wasn't even like pity anymore for them to like, oh, it's a cute little kid like shoveling my lawn.
I saw
It
with
was like
Danny the other
it was
weekend.
like,
How's
nah,
he
we
doing?
don't need it, buddy. And then like, oh, wow, wait, that was actually my first experience like door to door selling. Wow.
Shoveling, yeah.
Entrepreneur from the start.
Yeah.
You,
no, but like no,
you
that's what
have to be like.
that's what I do
under
now.
the age
Like
of-
if you don't know,
What do you mean under the?
like door to door sales.
I
yeah.
said like if you want to be like just like out of the blue, like you walk out of your house, like it's better. Like you said, it's better if you're a kid because then people will just be like, oh,
but also,
like, look at this
but like it
cute
was
kid.
that it was
pity
that
money as
it
they
was,
call it. That's why
yeah,
you're
yeah,
a
but-
salesman.
But also, like, I wouldn't call it pity. Like, if I saw a kid knocked on my door and, like, I was about to do it, or, like, I just had a snowblower I could have got it done with in, like, 30 minutes, not even, and I see a kid, like 10 years old, 12, 13, whatever.
I would
like,
give him the business.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, here's
Give
30
him the
bucks.
business.
Yeah, get 30 bucks. You know,
Yeah.
like, you want to support, like, you want to, like, incentivize him to, like, keep
Would you
doing
pay
it, you know?
before or after?
No, oh, yeah, after.
I would
Teach
pay
him-
after,
teach him.
What if they did
definitely.
like a shit job but they tried their hardest?
If they
I'll
tried
give
their
him 20
hardest,
bucks.
Here's a nickel, kid. Get lost.
I would
Go get a gumball.
No, that's
half
when
a
you-
gumball.
That's when you
Especially
gotta
a
go
bouncy
outside
ball.
and be like, yo, boys, Listen,
Let me show you how to do it the right way.
I love the effort, but this shit sucks. This shit looks like ass.
Go
And
knock on
if you
like.
think I'm giving you my $20, get the fuck off my lawn. That's what I would say to women. Then I would
have a nice day,
No,
sir.
then I would be like,
no,
but
then you steal
after-
their shovel and keep it and just tell them get out of here.
This is mine now. This is what
I'm doing a service to the rest
But
of my
no, like,
neighbors. They don't have to
on the
deal with your
real-
bullshit.
Like, just show them how to do it if they suck. Just
Yeah,
be like,
teach
yo,
'em.
instead of like,
Teach them.
Want to hear a funny story that kind of relates
Kind
to
of.
that?
yeah, why
So
not?
back in the day, remember in senior year, I had the landscaping company.
We
Yes.
remember.
So my employee of the month every month
The
because he was
Lawn King?
the lawn king. The poster's right there.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Who's your employee of the month?
Employee of the month every month because
Rob
he was my
Sapp.
only employee was besides me of course was Nick Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Because whenever
That's setting the bar low.
no because I had
That's
a
a low blow.
didn't you you worked with me like a couple times. I had Jahi work for me a couple times. I had Colin, Dan Catch. So I had a few people, but like Nick was always the guy. Like if I had somebody lined up and like they would cancel last minute, which was the case for a lot of the time, I was like I would call Nick at midnight and be like, yo Nick, like listen, I hate doing this to you bro, but I need a weed whacker tomorrow. And and he'd be like, god damn it Rob. And like I was like, all right, thank you bro, I'll see you at 7 a.m. And then so the next
Enrollment.
so yeah, and then my neighbor's house 2 houses down,
Oh.
like we
What idiot weed whack this shit, Rob?
no. Like he came outside and started showing Nick how to weed whack. Like he's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, and it was just so bad because I at least kind of knew what I was doing, and then I was like, okay, I gotta trust this kid. He knows what he's doing with the weed whacker. Meanwhile, I'm like mowing the lawn with like the big ass fucking like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a commercial grade mower I had, and like. I'm over there like doing my thing, and I look over. I just see dirt flinging up and grass blaze and shit. I'm like, oh my god,
Jesus
I'm gonna get
Christ.
fined.
They're massacring this lawn.
Yeah, and then the neighbor came out and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, you know how to use this thing? And Nick's like, yeah. And then like he's like, no. He like takes it. He's like, look, see, like, you gotta hold it like this and like do. And Nick's like, oh okay. He goes back inside. Dirt's still flinging back up. So
Call me Tony. What are you doing?
yeah.
Listen, the effort was there.
Oh no, 100%. I still paid him. Everyone got paid
Effort
when they
doesn't
worked
get
with
you
me.
paid.
So
Colin didn't.
yeah, I did. I paid him.
Colin still says this day he never got
That's
paid.
such bullshit. I paid him.
Libyan dogs.
That is such bullshit. I paid him.
Libyan
Because
dogs.
I remember I paid him and Dan Catch the same day in cash, and I paid them an extra $10.
Libyan dogs.
Lycans? Do you know what that is? It's like a type of werewolf.
Pen nose
A
Kyle.
lichen?
A lichen? Yeah, is that
Pen
what it's
nose
called?
Kyle.
That's how I pronounce
Pen
it.
nose
Lichen.
Kyle.
Pen nose
Pen nose
Kyle.
Kyle. So for those,
I actually saw it too. I was like, oh shit, wow,
right?
it's still there.
I'm glad it's still there, man.
So for those
I have a mark on
watching,
my thigh from middle school.
yeah,
Same
but that's
thing.
not on your face.
I know.
Mine's on my face.
I know.
So they probably can't see it in the
You
camera.
got face tats before they were cool.
but I literally
Savage.
did.
Wow.
I'm gonna get always tired.
Trendsetter.
I fucking-
Trendsetter.
Face. No, should I tell the story? Should I indulge in the
Yeah,
story?
yeah, why not?
I got in 6th grade. These two buddies of mine I used to hang out with were fighting over a pen,
Oh no.
and little goofy ass Kyle Davis,
Oh no.
and they were like pulling on the pen like back
Yeah,
and forth,
That's how every good
and
story starts. Right
and
there.
I was like just fucking around. Like I just got in the middle of them. I was like pushing them or whatever. Like I don't even know what I was doing. Like it was, I don't know. I was just like fucking around with them. And then one of them let go, and the other one was in like swinging motion with the pen, and just pink right in my fucking face. And my teacher notices, like, I don't even notice it. And I'm just like, oh yeah, like pushing them and shit. And like my teacher's like, Kyle, your nose. And I go like this, and there's like blood down my nose, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I go to the nurse, I try to like rub it out, and I see the mark like right away, and I try to like rub it out,
Rub it out.
put it on my tongue, like rub it out. No, nothing works. Put some soap on it.
That's literally a
Nothing-
tattoo. What a
nothing
tattoo
works.
is. The ink
I go to
under
my
your
nurse.
skin.
I'm like, hey, it's not coming off. What's going on? And they're like, I don't know. Like, they're like, brother,
Oh no.
dermatologist, man.
Brother.
Brother,
I went to
another thing coming.
Brother.
You go to a dermatologist, brother. That's what the old lady nurse told me. She said, "Go to the dermatologist, brother. They have all the answers." And then I went there.
She went
and,
into bro code.
and all they told me was that, yeah, it's
You're
like
fucked.
it's like a little tattoo, bud. That's it. And they were like so like delighted to hear it. Like,
Hey there,
and
Delano,
I was like
what's it
scared.
like
I
in
thought I
New
was gonna get like
York City?
ink
You're
poisoning.
down
Like
my-
I didn't know what to expect. Like I just knew I had pen in my nose.
Mine was pencil.
Literal fucking ink in my nose. And they're just like, yeah, it's just like a little, tattoo. You just get it lasered off, pink, and it'll be done. And I'll be like, and I was just so confused. I was like, okay. And then we like got like information about how much the actual process costs. And they're like, yeah, for something like that, it'll probably be quick, but it'll be like a couple $1,000s. And I'm like,
Couple thousand.
literally. And I'm like,
For that little dot.
Yes.
Insurance, man.
Yes.
Isn't it one just?
Yes. That's why I couldn't believe what they were telling me. And I was like,
Was it covered under insurance or no?
I had no idea. I never even checked.
Because
I literally just forgot about it.
That's a topic I want to get into. Insurance
Wait,
fraud.
also, we brought up
Not in
earlier,
fraud, but
just so
like-
we remember,
What?
college.
Free
Oh yeah.
college.
All right.
Yeah,
So I
that's
think
facts.
this is
Let
good.
Kyle make his point.
Yeah, like
All right.
Well,
and then
well,
after that, I want to
senior
go into
thesis
insurance.
coming up.
Insurance.
Well, I guess like long story short is like I wasn't necessarily hoping for a makeshift tattoo, but as Dan said before, I was the actual pioneer of the face tattoo movement.
Yes.
I was.
I co-sign that.
Yeah.
I'm the
always tired
pencil
first.
tattoo.
All in favor, say
But
aye.
I guess us
All
talking
in
about
favor,
like a
say
school
aye.
nurse is a good segue like into college.
Aye.
Like we should probably give that.
Education.
Yeah.
Nursery school.
So what I was telling them before, like before we were off the camera, is that I think that like when it comes to free college, I personally believe that like if you get a certain GPA in high school, and let's say like you actually try in high school, you give it your best effort, you get like above a 3.0 GPA, you're attendant in class, you don't like have any too much absences or no bullshit like that. Like
You're a
you
fairly
should
good student.
if you're a good solid student that wants to continue their education, then you should get, in my opinion, 2 years free at a community college, not like a university, because I feel like there's no possible way you can make a university free because they're private entities. A university is like a business. You can't make a business free, but you can make something like a public forum, like community college,
Yeah.
that you can, if you wanted to make any sort of college free, that would
They'd have to be public ones though. They can't make the private ones do that. I think.
yeah, like what I'm saying is like, let's say, you know, how we used to live in Howell, so we would go to Brookdale. If Brookdale suddenly became a public entity, as in like a public form of
Isn't it
public
public?
school, yeah, but like it's still like a private institution because it's a college. It's not like a part of like the public school system. But if it were to become a part of that,
But Rutgers is public.
no, what I'm trying to say is like, the like public school is in like
part of the school system. That
Part
you
of
Like
the-
grow in?
K-12?
Yeah,
So
like
it'd be
K-12?
part of- it is part of Monmouth
Taxes,
County,
not
right?
too
yeah,
much.
like
Isn't that how it
as if
works?
like, you know, straight from high school, you're immediately connected to a community college such as Brookdale or OCC
Like
or
middle
CC.
school to high school to the
To
college.
community
public.
for only 2 years.
Yeah,
and then
no, I get that.
after that, you know, if you want to, and then also, you know, people still have the option of going to a 4-year. Like they don't have to go to a 2-year.
Well, you know they
But,
have
like,
that, right?
I
The,
feel-
the
yeah, I
top,
mean-
like, I think the top 10% of our grade, like in Howell at least,
Yeah.
they got a full tuition at Brookdale for 2 years.
Really?
But the thing
You're
is,
saying
like,
top 10 though. You said top 10%.
percent.
yeah, like I feel like
Kind of extreme.
that's what I'm saying. Like it should be a little bit more like,
But it's not
Broad
because
than
like
that.
that was what that's like 50 people right there, you know.
no, I get that, but like,
But also the thing is, it's like it wasn't because like see like you guys obviously didn't know about it until I just told you right now. 4 years out of high school,
Yeah, 100%.
and then so it wasn't marketed well enough to that, and then B, it's still not that great of an incentive because I feel like as a culture as a whole in the United States, it's like expected to go to a university to live, to move out, and like experience the college
experience.
life and have fun.
but that
and
doesn't have to be the experience.
I
you
know, but, like,
and if anything, the
it does-
smarter,
no,
the smarter experience is, and speaking out of experience, is to commute. Commuting to college.
Oh, yeah.
it saves thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars, and people don't realize
Okay.
that these dorms that they're going to, they're not that great. They're really not that special.
You get
you're-
duped, man.
They're
You're
like
living under
jail cell quality.
Yes.
Like,
You're living under Big Brother. You're shitting in the same room as somebody. It's you can't do what you want. You can't really like you can't drink when you want. You can't smoke when you want. You can't like live your kind of own life. You kind of have to live to like boundaries. To whereas if you
But
commute,
isn't that necessary for someone who's 18 and doesn't know their butt?
I
from their
wouldn't say
face?
But how else
necessarily.
would you learn unless you're really out?
How
on
would
your
you
own?
acclimate
like
them?
how-
No, I'm saying that's like a midway step.
because
that's like a step in
that's
between.
why I think
Give them
if you
some
get out
ground.
of high school and you per se commute to a college, that's when you should start getting a job. That's when you should start working and incorporating responsibilities and, you know, things on your to-do list rather than just getting fucked up with your friends. Like that's
Yeah.
when you start like making connections with work.
but
And that's
also,
when you
isn't
start-
college-
I think college is that time where you have to go through that to realize, like, yeah, this
Who you
doesn't
are,
work. This
responsibilities.
doesn't work. Like getting fucked up, ignoring school, and ignoring your responsibility, and
Sorry,
stuff
I was
like
doing
that.
the Me dance.
Like I think that's an important part to go through because it adds that contrast of how important it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't appreciate the good unless you've felt the bad.
And I don't
That
think
facts,
it's I don't think it's like, oh, like you're not ready yet. Like you're never really ready for like a lot of things. You kind of just have to just
No,
do,
do
it.
it, yeah.
But like I
Because there's
think
always
I
an
think,
excuse. There
but
can
I
always
think
be an excuse.
college, like I'm not saying this is why it should be the way it is. I'm just saying like I think this is one of the merits of it is like it's kind of a buffer in between real responsibilities and childhood, like negligence
it's control.
and
It's still control.
responsibilities.
It's still
what I was
controlled
trying to say
responsibility.
was like, there's kids that do that shit and like they get weeded out of college and they figure it out real quick, and then there's kids that like do a lot of that shit and like turn it around, or they just don't do it at all, and it's like maybe the barrier. Maybe it is effective. I don't know. I don't know what the alternative is.
That's why they have academic probation for that exact reason.
I think it's a buffer, man.
Because they weed them out. Yeah, I'm saying I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm saying like the benefit of it. Not saying that this is the right way, the system, the ideal system we should have, but like, it's a buffer between like I feel like I could have been able to handle myself when I got out of high school, but but I wasn't. A lot of people wouldn't have been able to make the transition.
It also has to be something that like you want to do.
Exactly.
Like it's gotta be like,
100%.
and like
So-
after high school, like sorry for cutting you off.
No,
If
no,
you're gonna
no.
say something, but like after high school, like not only did I know like I needed to like get out soon and experience a college life, but I wanted to. Like I wanted to live that life. I wanted to like make my own experiences and eventually like get out of the house. I heard that. What did you just stub your knee or something? I was gonna say that must have hurt. But I just think it's really, really important, like to especially work while you're in school. I can't
Yeah.
stress that enough. I think like
Wait,
I feel like
did I
if
say
you-
that recording like while we're recording before? Is like I think it's important to do that because it adds that sense of like time management responsibility.
Yes,
and like that's such a
exactly.
huge skill to learn early on like
We
that.
kind of touched on that with Grant.
Get a
Grant-
calendar.
what
Yeah,
Grant said
yeah.
his working was playing baseball in college.
Yeah.
that's still
Mike,
work. That's
Mike.
definitely still work.
Mike.
You like still got to
If
attend
you're a
practice.
student
and-
athlete, you have 2 jobs.
yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
And then if you work on top of that part time, then you
that's
got 3
crazy.
jobs. Then that I give people who do that all the fucking credit in the world because I don't think I could do that. Like I could do school and work, but like when school work and a sport comes in, especially like all the practices and conditioning and
And extra work you want
Oh,
to decide if
yeah.
you actually want to be good.
no time for free time, like no chance. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, man. It's kind of like being an
Yeah.
artist.
I think what was I gonna say? What was I saying before? Oh, I think like so personally, just sharing my story on like where I felt in that like description, like what you're saying, like we some people out does like this thing, or like if it's one of those things where you want to go, if you go if you want to go, right? So I initially went to Brookdale, the community college, for literally 2 weeks, and I was like, I knew from the start, like I remember vividly, I'll never forget this day, junior year, when it was like that time of that year in that grade, like when it's like, yo, you're deciding where you're going, right? Because you do that junior year instead of senior. So I remember junior year, I was just like, I have no fucking clue. I was like breaking down, just like in my car. I just went for a drive.
Yeah.
I went to Echo Lake. That's my spot.
Nice.
And I was just sitting there, just fucking like, what the fuck? It was raining out. It was like literally a fucking movie scene.
Yeah.
And like, I'll never forget that day because it was like such a pivotal moment, and I felt like I built myself up so well junior year. I think I felt like that one day it just all crumbled because like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing.
Nor
And
what
then-
you wanted to be doing.
And like, but like I was
Probably.
like, yeah, I didn't want to do it at all. And then senior year, I just kind of coasted through senior year, and like I was like, you know what, like fuck this, I'm just gonna work. Like I coasted through school. Like junior year, I took academics very seriously, and like I proved to myself, like yeah, like this shit, like if like I can fucking study my ass off and get good grades. Because sophomore year was like it was a shit show for me because I just didn't care about anything. And then that was you remember that time in our lives. That's where me and Dan got really close sophomore year.
We fucked the first time.
Yeah, that's
the
where
first broken
in Wawa?
mattress.
Wawa.
that's where I lost my bussy virginity.
Yo, the funniest thing,
So,
I
yeah.
promise to let you finish in 1 second,
Yeah.
but the funniest thing is that I heard the term for a throat pussy as a thrussy.
A thrussy.
Thrussy. I laughed at that.
I never
for
heard
a
of that
long
before, but
time.
now I'm
I
gonna
like
start
it.
using
I
that.
like it.
Thrussy?
Is everything just an ussy at the end?
Kinda. Yes.
A hussy.
Wussy.
Oh.
Pussy.
Cussy.
Wussy.
Cussy. You're a cussy.
Stussy.
I'm a russy. You're a dussy.
Russy, Dussy, Cussy, and Wussy.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking wussy.
The wussy, incy, pussy.
Well, I just completely took you off track. What were you talking
Yeah,
about? I'm talking about fucking thrussies. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Go on, please.
So yeah, so I don't know. I was just like, I'm just like reflecting on like how all those years is like molded me, and then so yeah, come senior year, I was just working. I didn't give a shit about academics, and then it came to the point where I graduated. We all graduated. We're all in the same grade, and then that summer after or that fall after we graduated, I went to Brookdale, and like I knew like even going into it, like I remember going through each and every single process of like filling out the applications, and like I got accepted to some pretty nice schools too. I got accepted to like George Washington University in DC. I got like Stevenson in Maryland or some shit. There's a few other schools I applied. Pace I got into.
That's a nice school.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Like,
But,
like,
college is not
like,
a good buffer?
It just wasn't. For me personally, like I'm just like just spewing, like telling the story.
No, it's okay.
Like it got to the point where, like I knew innately. Even I remember I remember the exact first time. Like I decided college wasn't for me. It was 7th grade. I'll never forget because I remember I was listening to this thing. It was JL.
Yeah.
It was JL. He's like, listen, man, like a C+ isn't that bad. Like a C+, you're doing average. Like now, like it's like we're setting all these high expectations on students to get A's and B's, and then, but
We got to keep up with the Chinese,
but if
man.
if I took a test, like for example, I took a insurance test. To pass, I needed a 67. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know 2/3 of what you're doing, like you're pretty knowledgeable.
And then
Because
you just
everything
learn
else
what
in the
you
real
don't
You
know
know
world,
the
over
Jack
time.
Ma guy?
because everything else in the real world now, we've gotten to the age where we don't need to memorize shit. Like we have fucking Google in our
Yeah.
pockets now. You know what
We
I'm saying?
literally do.
And like it's not a bad thing to use it.
the
Like,
education system, their style can be archaic at
Dude,
many
it's a
certain
completely
senses, and
archaic,
it's not
bro.
caught
If
up to
you
what we're
look at a
dealing
picture of a classroom from 100 years ago, it looks
Same
exactly
thing.
the same as
with.
a
You know
100 years later.
Alibaba, the guy Jack Ma, the fucking
Yeah,
entrepreneur.
yeah.
You probably know the quote. He's like,
Alibaba.
"Don't worry about getting any A's or B's. Get C's and B's, so you have more time to focus on other things."
Yeah, yeah.
That
So,
was
like,
literally
that's-
that was my plan.
that
the
was-
last year of college. I was
That
like,
that was
there's so many other things that are going
I
to
feel
define
like I
me
did
than my
I
grades
did
right
that
now.
senior year because I started working a shit ton. I started making money, and I started realizing, yo, I can do shit with money. Like,
Exactly. That's
like-
the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference, dude. Like once that, like
You're on
not like
probation
real
when you're in
money, but like
school.
once any money starts coming in consistently, that's when that was the first time
That was when
I was
freedom
like,
started coming up.
and yeah, like that was the first time I was second guessing school entirely. I was like, shit, man. Like I like consistent money in my pocket every single week. I like having to manage my time. I like having more responsibilities. And school, especially now with online classes, there's little to no responsibility. Like I could wake up in my bed and just
go on your phone.
click,
Yeah.
go on class.
Do you even have Zoom meetings?
Yeah, we have Zoom
My
meetings.
classes don't even have them.
Dude, I have
my last
two
classes
classes,
didn't even have to meet the whole entire
asynchronous,
year.
right? That's what they refer to.
What?
Asynchronous. That's the type of classes because I'm for next semester. I had one previous semester or two rather, and it's just like you're saying. There's no meetings. Everything's due a certain date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
And I fucked that honestly, but
I do
it
too,
made me
but
miss actual school and going to classes.
See, the thing
Yeah,
about
and I never thought I'd say that, but
Yeah,
like
me too.
the thing with asynchronous is like with me, for example, I got an A in the
Asynchronicities.
class. The class was called General Astronomy. I'm not trying to pat
took
myself
that
on the
class.
back for it. Like
intro to astronomy. That's
I did not do a stitch of work, nothing, until 3 days before the due date,
Yeah.
and got an A.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
but,
it
like,
be,
it's
dude.
also-
So it's
Let
like,
me ask you a question.
And you paid money for that.
and I
you
paid money
think-
for that. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that was my own. And probably what you're gonna go on is like, oh, that's my own laziness and what's it called?
Procrastination.
Procrastination is the word I'm thinking of. And just from looking at the workload the first day of it, I knew I would be able to do it in a couple days. I knew it
Yeah.
would just take me to sit down and do
Exactly.
it. But that's what's crazy to me is that a whole semester's worth, so to speak, worth of material can actually be done with like less than 2 or 3 days worth of actual time.
The thing
put
I want
into
to
it.
ask
Yeah.
is
That's just
like
weird to me.
you two are kind of on the same page of like having freedom with getting a job versus being at school, and it's kind of like that gets in the way of having your freedom with having a job and things like. And that's like part of the reason why it's like you're not so hot on like the college topic. But like for someone, I guess like me or maybe I don't know, but like the reason why I went to college is because I knew I needed it to get to where I wanted to be, even when I literally changed complete sides on where I wanted my life to be and like now. But as much as I hated it, like it's like there are courses I had to do that I didn't really give a damn about, and I was like the same way. But there's also
Same,
courses
yeah.
that like I kind of thought I needed to do. Like I wanted to, like I need this degree and I need this knowledge to get to where I want to be. But like
It's
straight
all
up,
free.
but straight up, the thing about college I think a lot of people don't like is memorization and stuff like that. But I think there's something that I really love as a person. I think a lot of you do like, but college really had a hard time of accomplishing it, is actually learning. Like I fucking love learning. But
Does it
like
sound different when I do this? Oh wow, it does. Okay.
A little bit.
Sorry.
It
But
depends,
I
it depends
agree
on
with
the
that.
class.
I agree with that because I feel like the class, for example, one of the classes I did the worst in, I got a fucking C or a C minus, barely passed. I learned the most in freshman year,
Yeah.
there was a course called Automotive Technology and Design, and this guy literally stripped down every component of the internal combustion engine and said, "This is that, that does this, and you need to know that." No bullshit, no fucking
Sick,
like
though.
group projects, just
That's
like
a really cool class.
yeah, like that was like the first
a true teacher.
actual class I got in college, and I'll say his name, Professor Patrick Hosse, one of the best professors
Shout
I've
out.
ever had. Amazing fucking professor. He put up no bullshit. He taught you what you needed to know, and people were engaged because of how intrigued he was into it.
Plus
Like,
hands-on too, right?
yeah, exactly, hands on. He would bring
That's
in.
why I didn't tell you, I'm in vocational school right now.
That's cool. That's
for
really cool.
electrician, as long as being an OCC.
Yeah,
Thank you, William.
And bro, like learning hands-on skills and shit like that is so much more beneficial, I guess you could say, because like you said, it gets you more invested. People are more into it. Plus, like you're learning how to use your hands, and that's never a bad thing.
Nope.
For anything you learn, other than like, I couldn't even think of like one example.
anything. Because once you start using your hands with anything, even fixing furniture around the house, you eventually get better with your hands, and
Yeah.
suddenly fixing little like things around the house, or
You
like
enjoy.
changing a tire, or
Everything.
doing like
It
Not
everything.
for everyone.
everything.
Man.
Yeah,
Manly
because
man.
once you have once you have a formula to things start getting easier. And that was his whole thing. It's like, listen, you might not like how I teach, but you're gonna learn whether you like it or not. Like
I'd
you're
like
go-
him as a teacher, bro.
dude. He
Yeah.
was oh my god, like, and that alone can like I can tell you in a little bit of a way like how the internal combustion engine works. I can tell you some parts. Am I a master? No, but like the fact that
The camshaft.
the camshaft, yeah, it's connected to the fucking I don't know shit about it.
The pistons.
But I felt like I learned a lot, and it was a long time ago. So the fact that I can even say that was
Do you? I have
Enough.
a poll question. What is more appealing to you, things or ideas? Ideas are more appealing to me personally. Because like you guys talk about this, and I'm just like I'm so different.
things, because
Things are
things can spark ideas, and I
Yeah.
can't be interested
But
in
ideas can create things.
Yes,
And
very
vice
true.
versa.
So I can't really say
There's a
either.
polarity, yeah.
Yeah, I can't really say either because they're
Well,
hand
can
in
I say
hand.
both?
It's both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's both.
Yeah,
You
because
can't pick
they
and
really
choose
go
on
hand
that.
in hand,
Yeah.
honestly. Because anything I've ever done has started with an idea. So like and every idea I've ever had has been followed by something that
Yeah. Black and
happened.
white ultimatum questions I don't like. I just want to see people's reaction.
But that's a
I
good
think most people are
question,
both.
though.
Yeah.
That is a very good question because it makes you think.
It's very masculine, feminine oriented. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, dead serious.
That was such a.
Yeah,
fucking
I can't wait to have a guest on that actually knows how to communicate that at
I know
a
how to
better
communicate
level.
that at a very decent level.
Like what?
To be honest.
Communicate what?
No, because one podcast, episode 4 with Joe Pepe, the last like quarter of the whole episode, it was me trying to explain how there's feminine and masculine energy in anything.
Yes.
Feminine.
Thank you.
I agree with
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, all right, so and I thought of this like because it was just bothering me so much how I didn't land the point. Masculine energy, masculine and feminine energy. The only reason why we assign the word masculine and the word feminine to it is because those were here long before their gender was even a thing.
Yeah.
Like even before the Earth was a thing, there's a masculine
It's the basis
force
for
and an
all
energy
life,
force.
right?
Yeah. So like the Big Bang, like you can.
What about plants? Is there masculine, feminine plants, or is it
No,
just?
they're usually asexual.
They're what?
Plants fuck themselves for the most part.
No,
they get pollen?
They pollinate.
Some
Pollen
plants-
is the masculine side of things, and
That's
then like,
flowers, I thought.
But they don't need another flower to. Oh wait,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
the bees.
What about seeds?
Seed?
Save the bees.
A seed is literally like it's a masculine thing, and then when it goes into the earth, that's like a feminine. Like
The earth
think
is feminine,
cold,
the seed is the male.
cold.
So
What is
it
a
may not be the
mushroom,
same
then?
thing. It may not be like
Mushrooms
the same.
produce spores. What is a mushroom?
It may not be
fungi.
a fungi. It may not be the
like
same
a- it's
thing,
like a
but
separate
there
thing.
is a feminine and masculine role in anything, even if it's
yeah,
just
like you can
seed
relate
created.
to anything. Like look at fucking skyscrapers. Look
I
at
have a question for you.
look at airplanes. Look at rockets. They all look like a fucking dick.
a
That is-
phallus.
yeah.
A lighthouse.
Yeah, like it's an erect thing.
It's direction,
Like
it's phallus,
yes,
it's-
like that's a
yeah.
masculine
It's
energy.
phallic
Like that's
energy.
like where like civilization is built off of, like a masculine energy like that, right?
Do you think sun versus moon? Which one is masculine? Which one's feminine? I
Sun.
think the feminine is the moon, and the
Yeah,
sun's masculine.
I think so too. Yeah, because light, that's the masculine energy, and then dark and night is a feminine
The
energy.
unconscious versus the conscious.
All through ancient history, whenever they would sign gods, or most cultures,
the sun god of Ra.
sun gods were men, and there was usually
Yeah.
like
Right, closer.
goddesses were usually the moon.
Yeah. It's like an innate thing, like in our human psyche.
Biological.
You know, it's like one of those proclivities.
I kind of like the
One of my
space topic. Can we
proclivities.
talk about aliens? Let's just fucking
Aliens
jump
are real.
into it.
Fuck
I
yeah.
know. Okay. I don't
aliens
think
are so real.
Yeah, no,
and if
they are so
if
real.
aliens
No,
are
no,
real,
no.
can you apply the feminine or masculine to them?
Yeah.
We don't know.
They probably have-
They're not from this earth. I don't know
Exactly.
that.
Okay, but also
That's
like,
a great question.
There's
That
this
is a
dude.
fucking great
I
question,
think I think it will because but we need to like an actual like specific example. Like I can't because we don't know because what we don't even have a solid definition of what life is because you
That
know
which
there
exists
could be like
and
you could
reproduces.
because if you think about it, wouldn't Earth be a living thing? Because it
is.
is an ecosystem.
It
It
is a living
self
thing.
heals. It has
Okay, so it's the
microbiomes.
body
it has-
living thing then, because we're made up of a million little living things.
Yeah,
Cells are
So
alive.
how are we different from the Earth then? If
That,
you
that,
were-
that's that was
We
the
just
point
look
I'm making.
different.
That's
No,
the
I feel
point I'm
like-
making.
Okay, all right. My point was
Say
good.
it.
No, my point was going to be like I feel like a living thing is conscious, but then I just realized plants are not conscious.
Well, no, they have a conscious. They just
Or,
have
like,
a
maybe,
different
like, a
level
lower
of
level of
consciousness.
Ants are conscious,
because
but like
no, because
Motherfuckers
have
don't
you ever seen
calculus.
have you ever
Plants.
seen a time lapse of a plant growing?
yeah.
It knows how to grow to follow
adapt.
the sun.
It knows how to adapt.
Like it has that it knows.
survival instinct.
And like also, I feel like we're limited by language as well, describing what consciousness is.
of course, language.
So
is,
we're not going to even if aliens are real, we have no fucking idea.
No,
what they're
okay.
saying.
I
They'd
don't think
probably,
we've ever been in contact with aliens. Because if you think about it biologically, imagine like you know like how there's those tribes like in like Africa or like in Madagascar or off like some remote island.
Oh, and they're still undiscovered.
And they're so like no, they're discovered, but like we're not allowed to make contact
we
with them
aliens
because
to
as soon as we make contact with them,
They're all gonna
we
die.
would wipe them the fuck out.
could they
'cause-
wipe us out too?
No, because we have stronger immune systems because we've been exposed to a lot more stuff. You
No,
know.
we're just more evolved. Yeah.
Um,
Wow, I'm so happy you brought that up.
So
It's great.
so take that and then apply that to we are the ancient tribe, and then if a fucking alien comes down,
What if they literally have no
pathogen-
bacteria?
What pathogens? What virus? Like what if like there's something that we don't even know exists yet
Fucking
that could
worm.
infect us? Because we didn't know what viruses existed until like earlier in this century, you know,
Yeah.
or 19th or
I
18th
don't
century,
even know
whatever.
when.
So
we
like
haven't even scratched the surface.
yeah, so like there could be this
fuck
other biological pathogen that aliens could come down and like as soon as one steps foot on the earth, it could just kill everything, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's just so because our body is so foreign. It's just so foreign to it.
I'd
Our body
fucking
would-
dance for the
this
alien.
is a theory, bro. Okay, not a theory, but what's that to
Yes.
say that the Earth
Mike, bro.
that we
Pivot.
are that virus put for aliens?
Oh, like we're a
because
cancer.
we destroy the Earth.
Okay, yeah. So like
I have
that's
a great
actually
idea to
something
pose.
from the Matrix. Mr. Smith, I think, right? Like that's the
Mr.
AI.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Because you could equate
So
what humans do.
because the only other like we talked about this in another thing too about equilibriums within populations and like we're the only. I mean, maybe with a few exceptions, like we're obviously the biggest example of we have no cap like to our population. We just keep
We'll see about
exponentially
that.
growing, and
We'll
the
see about
only
that.
other similar thing, I mean,
Bacteria.
yeah. No. The only other thing that is similar to that in like exponential growth, and we just don't stop until there's an outside force, cancer.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow, I never really thought of it like
I've
that.
heard
but
the thought that aliens are what we're going to be in the future. Like, look at us. Like, look at our bodies. Like, look how different we
Oh,
become.
I
Like,
saw
eventually
that
we're just going to
before.
eat fucking,
No,
like,
but-
straight nutrients. Like, we're going to be gray, wiry fuckers with
No, but the thing
caffeine,
is,
like,
with
just
that,
an
like,
idea.
our idea of aliens is still based off of our human psyche.
Of
Yeah.
course. And it's a four fucking limbed person.
It's a four-limb thing with a head. It's bipedal. It's like
no, like if anything, the aliens.
who
a
even says they're
big
because
if.
everything on Earth is carbon-based. Life is carbon-based. What if there's like another element that's on what?
Helium
There are
based?
elements we don't
no,
even
no,
know.
helium-based couldn't
No,
be
it's a
possible
joke.
because it only has one valence electron.
No, that's a good point though. There could be undiscovered elements
but-
on other planets across the fucking universe, like shit we don't even know about.
No, we discovered
like
elements.
our periodic table could be like
I fucking joked them.
exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
and they'll
that's
be
like
oh,
us
that's
discovering fucking hydrogen or whatever the first one is.
Yeah.
hydrogen, helium,
Yeah.
nitrogen.
You know that? Okay, question. You guys know
Oxygen,
this?
carbon.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Don't talk about it yet. I'm just asking you. Stoned ape theory, right?
Yeah.
Have you also heard of the alien intervention theory? Because there's been
Oh,
like
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
people have been drawing very similar images of aliens
Egypt.
for millions of years.
Yes,
But also-
100%.
What that has some validity.
There
to
are
me.
Renaissance
Did they just
paintings
all
of
take
aliens.
fucking like psilocybin or crazy
No,
shit? And they all saw
so
the
there's
same thing, or
actually
they really
there's this theory to that too because so the reason why those images were like that is because we had very primitive hand-eye coordination, so we could only draw out like what the big features were, which was a head, eyes, a slit for a mouth, and then just like limbs. You know, we had no
Talking about cavemen or
yeah, bro. Please
Aztecs.
remember the mic. And then
Mayans, Egyptians.
then also keep in mind that as babies, our eyes didn't fully develop to see like how we're seeing things now, and everything was like blurry. It was we had like short what was it we were nearsighted.
Yeah.
And meaning we couldn't see far. And when we looked at our mother, like as a baby, all you would see is that head.
But what does that have to do with the fact that a bunch of civilizations over a span of across a very long span of time have drawn the same thing and had a very similar relationship?
Not to mention they've drawn
like they put them up with the
saucers. Literal saucers, UFO-shaped things.
I'm writing a story about alien intervention. And I'm like, that's why I want to hear your take too. Also, but I also am like, it's
like, listen, like it's something to think about. Like for example,
it
like
just keeps
everybody,
the door open.
Yeah, exactly. And I personally think that even if they did make contact with us somehow, some way, the technology that they bear is far greater than
we wouldn't be able to handle
anything
it.
we would even be able to
We're
comprehend.
not mature enough.
Honestly, like I think, disagreeing with what you were saying earlier, I think there are aliens. I think we have made contact. I think there's maybe even aliens on Earth. Why? Just because of like, listen, if something doesn't want to get caught, and it has such greater technology that we can even fathom, like, then it's not going to get caught.
I just don't think we're the alpha of this universe.
No, like there's no fucking way. And I don't get how people can like
tardigrades are the alpha of the universe.
I don't get how people completely disclose the argument. Like, oh, there's no way aliens are real.
Because
it's like
denial and compartmentalization.
I think it ties into religion.
Yeah,
crazy,
if we realize we're not alpha, we are transcending everything God stood for and the Bible stood for. Because we're made in the image of God. Like, okay, what if there's something made in the image of something higher than what God is?
Exactly. And we're like, think about it. Like, space is just so endless. Like every single star you see has its own solar system, and then there's billions
and we're creating AI in the image of us.
Billions upon stars.
That's what I'm saying. AI is the next.
The fact that space is just so unfathomably big is like there has to be something out there.
100%.
There has to be. Like whether it's like a something so small it's like a microbe.
Do you know what a Googleplex is?
What
is that the sea bear?
A Googleplex.
The sea bear?
The things that survive in space.
Something made by
That's a tardigrade.
Oh, I thought you were doing the SpongeBob reference.
No, it's called a sea bear, right?
That's like a
draw a circle in the
like
sand.
A nickname for it.
Draw a circle
Wait,
in the
I
sand.
have a quick segue too. Have you guys ever seen biblically correct angels?
Oh yeah, they're just floating
scary,
eyes.
right?
They're like fifth dimensional beings, bro. Like apparently what they saw in the Bible, like the angels they saw, like
very different.
It's like they were tripping on acid.
But the Bible is also really Bible is written in a very juvenile manner, Danny.
Look it up, Kyle. Look up biblically correct angels.
Biblically correct angels.
They're fucking like intimidating, right?
No, but like that's a thing in the Bible too. It's like when they first saw the angels, like do not fear or something, like put your trust in God, like I am safe or something. And like the devil and temptation is meant to look human like and like sexy and like
that's
enticing, you know? Yeah. There's like winged eyes.
I love the quote that when it says the devil's greatest trick was convincing the world that he doesn't exist.
The usual suspects, Kevin Spacey. I have an encyclopedic memory. Of
Kevin Spacey's Christmas videos he posts on YouTube, creepy.
Wait, did he post one this year?
He did. Yes.
Another one? He did another one?
He did another one, yeah.
He's by a campfire? He's by a fire again?
I don't.
A bookcase and a fire?
I think it was just in a house or
a
something.
nice lamp.
But he did do it. He did do another one.
Killed him with kindness.
You know what? Oh my God, that reminds me of.
Last year he did.
I just watched like the video or the movie Seven.
Oh, great movie.
Wait,
dude.
Damn.
Detective!
Yeah. Oh my God, one of the best scenes.
That's one of my favorite movies, bro.
God.
Fucking love that movie. David Fincher.
You know what movie is really fucking good?
There's a lot.
9.
Lego Batman.
You show me that movie. Watch that movie 9. It's fucking puppets and
9
shit.
is so fucking good.
And Lego Batman.
Lego Batman is one of the best movies ever
made. The
made.
existential themes in
I actually
Lego
saw
Batman
that.
just haven't
Lego Batman?
I did. Yeah.
Lego Batman.
Only because my little brother wanted to watch it, and then I realized I was like, shit.
This is a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Dude, yeah,
It's
we put
really
it.
funny.
Dude, me and Dan put it on one night for just bullshit, and then we're just like, "Why is this actually good?" and then we watched it like 3 times that week too.
You guys look at each other in the room, just Lego Batman. Yeah.
It's like want to watch a movie? Yeah. Lego Batman? Yeah. Like that's how it went for like 3 times in a row. We hung out.
I mean, it really did though.
God damn.
Lampshade.
Oh.
The fuck was
What were we saying before I said Lego Batman?
Well, we were talking
Aliens.
about space, actually. Then we got into Kevin Spacey.
Wait.
We're kind of
Kevin
in the
Spacey
same-
is the real angel.
Kevin Spacey is a trip. Aliens are a trip.
What did he say in the new video?
I don't know. I barely watched it. I
I
think
Yeah,
I
I wanna
was
watch
gonna
that
watch
now,
it, and
'cause
then I
those are always
got
interesting.
sidetracked.
I'm literally watching it on the drive
Because
home.
like, it's not even Kevin Spacey. He's literally acting as Frank Underwood in those videos. Have you seen House of Cards?
He's like,
Great show.
wait, let me ask you a question, Rob, or anyone. Do you think like Robert Downey Jr. became Tony Stark now? Like, do you think Kevin Spacey became Frank Underwood? Like,
I
fucking
think
his
he
wife
might
and his
have.
security guard, like doing some crazy shit. Because
Like they became their
he became his character.
I think
and
Kevin
vice versa.
Spacey over time just became evil, straight up. Like I think he's just a fucking. I think the man is just evil. I think he is a literal.
He's a slithery man, and his
listen,
characters are very slithery. There's a parallel between
he's
a lot
one
of his characters.
slithery, 2 rich, and 3 has no shame in anything he
pedophile.
says.
That's
and a
actors.
pedophile.
Actors don't have a lot of shame.
Yeah, like so, like this.
guess you could
This
say.
guy's a literal, kind of like supervillain.
I respect that about him.
No, you know who's a supervillain? Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Have you heard him laugh?
He
Have
hasn't
you ever heard
turned
that
yet.
dude laugh?
No,
Yeah.
he hasn't turned yet.
Like
though.
he has a Lex Luthor.
He
laugh.
hasn't turned heel yet.
No, but did you see that video? It was like he had like
I don't
these
watch
things
Jeff Bezos.
on his arms, and like he can, but it was like all these like different.
He
like,
looks like
sensors.
Thanos, yeah.
And like no, but like it was like this, and he was controlling another robot like that was behind him, and it was like moving, like the robot arms were moving in sync with his arms, and like people like took that picture and put it next to like Dr. Octopus, and like and it was like it's happening, guys. Like, dude, if they really want, if you really the
power of the sun.
All right, I want to get into this
palm
topic
of my
'cause
hand.
I always hate when people say this. It's like, oh my God, Jeff Bezos, he's worth $100 billion.
His
Why
company,
doesn't,
bro. He doesn't
why
touch
doesn't
that shit.
Yeah,
If he touches that money, we're fucked.
no,
right?
Like
The
yes,
market's just gonna,
exactly. Most of that worth is in his stock in his company
can't touch it.
that is publicly owned. You know, like if he does try to sell it all off, his whole fucking company would crash.
But he is bald.
We didn't take
Yes,
that into
but
effect.
also, so like I think what the issue is that we get to redefine the term
Everybody
net
sucks his
worth.
dick, and they don't realize
Net
how
worth.
much Dr. Seuss did for
I
the
think
fucking world.
like we need to, instead of looking, because the only reason why I feel like humanity likes looking at the word that's
because he's bald.
no, I think what people like doing and showing, yo, this
Fucking
is my
on
net
mattresses
worth.
alone.
This is my net worth, right?
Because everything has to be to a number now.
No.
Your fucking
It does.
net worth.
Okay, no. Let me finish what I'm saying. So why people use net worth is because that is the highest looking number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, okay,
It's so simple.
Jeff Bezos' net worth is $100 billion, but if you take into account his cash net worth, like he has
That's his
like
real net worth,
disposable
right?
income ready to go to spend, his liquidability, I think is the term, right? Liquidity of his money is probably what, like a couple $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he can spend on, like just like that.
Yeah.
Because
So I have a question for you in that. Do you think that liquidity is less powerful than like stock or company value? Because what he could do with that, say like hundreds of millions of dollars of liquidity, he cannot do shit. But with all the stock in fucking Amazon, he could do so much. He has workers, insurance, he has all this stuff wrapped in. But liquidity is just liquidity is piss money. Like Amazon is like an empire, and he could do so much more with that.
Internal versus external. Like externally, yeah, he could shape the world more with the stocks, with his whatever.
But he has more
freedom.
freedom with his pocket money. You're saying?
Yeah.
no, but like look at what he's doing with the money in Amazon. Like that company has fucking revolutionized the
everything.
world. Like
They're the next
if I
step.
click a button right now, I could have a package at my front door in 2 hours.
You
You know
got
what I'm
Danny's
saying?
package in your front door in 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I mean,
That is pretty weird to think
it's already
about,
in my hand under the table, but but like
cut that- we can
that's
cut
what
that
like
out.
that's what like the thing like I just hate when people say like, oh my God, he doesn't contribute to society. It's like, okay, remember that next time you click
Says the
buy
people
one
who
click.
don't really want to contribute to society either.
But it's that no, it's not that. What I'm trying to get
I know,
at
I'm
is
just
like
making a point.
It's like, okay, Elon Musk, he's the devil because his net worth is this, or fucking Warren Buffett, he's like this. If they didn't put their money in where they put it, like the only reason why they're making money is because it's adding value to society. Like if you don't add
it
value
works.
to society,
The market
you
will not
don't make
reward
money.
you. Yeah,
You
that's how it
don't make
works.
Money.
Here's a freedom ticket. Like here's a fucking
Like-
every dollar's a vote. Remember that?
Yeah,
every dollar's a
every
vote.
dollar's a vote. If you have a lot of
A good
money, you got a
product.
lot of votes because you did
works.
something that enticed people to
Do
vote for you
think
with their money.
Do you think the market and not people that operate the market, like all the idea of like, oh, religion's pure, but people who operate in religion are like kind of crooked. Like God never fucked a little kid, but like a fucking
Yeah,
priest did.
okay,
What
yeah.
I'm saying, do you think not the people who operate it, but the market itself is the
invisible hand.
it's the most honestly, accurately, objective, discriminatory entity in the world. The market doesn't. It discriminates. It's the closest thing to the
Because,
accurate,
yes,
to the most
because-
truthful discrimination we have.
not discrimination. What
Well, I'm
do you
saying
mean?
it discriminates. Like if you do this, if you have a fucking product and it's not doing well for society, you're gonna get booted. But if
Okay,
you
I
have
know what
something
you mean.
that's good-
I just don't think that.
I'm saying,
that
is it
word
the most
describes
is it the
best.
most virtuous, honest thing we have?
No,
in the
I
market?
think so because the only reason why it's so clunky and shit right now is because the government gets involved and thinks it knows better.
People
than
get involved in the market. The market's perfect, but people are fucking crooked.
No. The government, like
People.
so, yeah, people that think they know better than the whole collective consciousness of the economy.
The fucking whole
Because-
like, the being of the market. Like
Yeah,
the market is
the
a
whole
fucking-
reason why the market exists is because there's this. It's because what capitalism is a mutual agreement between two parties of I will exchange this for your service or good, and if I don't like your service or good, I will then not agree to this transaction, and I will take my money elsewhere to transact with something that I feel
better.
is fair. So that's where competition
It's
comes
the
in
ultimate
effect.
discriminatory, and discrimination
I think
is a
the
word that people
word,
don't
though-
like.
I
But
think the word,
discrimination's
though-
a good thing.
I don't know. I think the better word though for like the market or the economy itself is not like I would use unforgiving because it doesn't listen.
It doesn't
if
care
there's
who you
one
are,
thing, yes. If there's one thing in
race,
this country that you
gender,
can do,
religion,
no
anything.
matter what
its
you look
purest
like,
form.
you can make money.
Yeah.
Like
Because
you can make
that
money-
is not true nowadays. I think as the government gets too involved and people get too
It's
involved.
way too
but
involved.
in the market in its purest form, which I don't know how it is because I don't fucking
which
know
ties
that.
back into well, I'll finish it.
Let Kyle finish his point.
Yeah.
All I was saying was that the word I would choose is
Unforgiving.
Unforgiving. And the reason I say that
great
is
word.
because when let's say I'm starting a business,
Yeah.
I can. It doesn't matter what I look like. I can be fucking purple with 3 arms and 5 eyes. And if I have a
That'd be
good
sick.
idea, that would be sick.
Yeah.
Like if I had a good idea or a good service or a good business, I can make money,
You would
and then I
profit.
can franchise, and then I can make money on top of money on top of
keep
money,
expanding and keep
nobody
growing.
gives a fuck what I look like. That's why. But at the same time, you could be the most loved
I
person.
mean, look at Bill Gates. He looks
can-
like a little imp.
Yeah, like, but like, listen, you could be the most like.
dominance hierarchy is not ruled by the strong or the smart. It's the fucking most adaptable
Yeah,
and,
like-
and those
Yeah.
creative.
You
Yep,
could be the
yep,
most
yep.
loved person in your friend group. Like everybody in your high school, you could be like Mr. Fantastic. Like everybody loves you. Like everybody in your life,
Bobby.
whole
You
life is
suck
loved
in
you.
the market.
But you can
Or
make
just
a
Bobby.
business that doesn't work, and the
Hey,
market is
hey,
unforgiving. It doesn't give a fuck that you're nice to people. It doesn't give a fuck
That's
that
what
you.
I'm saying,
it doesn't
dude.
give a fuck that you use
That's
your
the
profits
real
for
world,
charity.
though.
You don't need
That's
to
the
follow
real
these
world.
10
Okay, so
commandments.
That's
You
why
just-
it's not discriminatory.
I
it's
want to
unforgiving.
tie this into a topic that we were just talking about before, and the government shouldn't be involved with college tuition, because what happens is once you start guaranteeing the student loans, and then you start guaranteeing to the banks, or sorry, I take that back. So what happens? What's happening now with the whole like college debt crisis that is really going to be the next big thing that's going to fucking
Colleges dupe people.
no,
Four-year
no,
university
so-
should never be free, ever.
No. Okay. So
Ever.
here's the thing. The reason why the cost or the expense of a 4-year tuition it rose 27% in the same amount of time that the minimum that wages only increased by like 3 times or some like I forget the exact numbers, but it's like a vast big difference
Why?
between. It's because the government got involved. So what happened is that the government passed a law saying that people can't can't declare bankruptcy on student loans.
It's
meaning that
unforgiving
no
debt.
matter what, you have to pay that back.
Yeah.
Even if it means
Even
that
if
the
you
fucking
die.
bank comes. Yeah, even if you die. Because little known fact, like if you die with like a shit ton of credit card debt, it just disappears. Like no one else
But it's
is
student
responsible
loan
for
debt.
that.
Your fucking mom.
No,
and
but
dad didn't pay
student.
that
Oh yeah,
shit.
no. Like they'll take your fucking house. They'll take your car. They'll take anything that has net worth. To
Yeah,
you.
and-
Liquidation.
So what happened? So that's what happened. So all right. So banks started saying like, oh shit, no matter what, I'm gonna get my money. So I can just charge whatever interest rate I want. And then what happens is
Scheme,
colleges
bro.
start saying is like, oh wow. So banks now know that no matter what, they're going to get their money. So they're comfortable with lending out any amount of money. So what happens is the colleges will charge any amount of money. So they just slowly but surely increase it and keep increasing and keep increasing and keep increasing to the point where it's like, all right, now it's normal to spend $100,000 on a 4-year tuition. And the bank's like, yeah, no problem. Here you go, kiddo. Fresh out of high school, 18 years old. Here's $100,000 worth of debt because I know you're going to be working until you're 45 to pay it back
And you're
because
not
it's
smart enough to make this
guaranteed.
decision.
So
or
like,
wise enough.
so the government, but like, okay, I understand why
That's
a lot
good
of people.
point.
I
That's a great
understand
point.
why. I understand why a lot of people think that okay, like the government can solve like this problem like because they're smart and they're elected and
That's
but
not
like,
the case
But
at
like
all.
no, like
Less government is better. less government.
More fun, less government, or less government, more fun. Like that's like a little wristband that I have.
But less government means
are
less
you like a
restrictions and more
libertarian
freedom.
then?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a Constitution
You're
party.
definitely not like an anarchist. Like
If
you're
I had to
saying less
pick.
government.
I like
information, the better.
Constitution.
Is there like a line for you?
It's no. Okay, listen. When I say less government, I don't mean like, oh, I'm for the dismantle of our government.
Oh no, we need government.
But
We need a
at the
watchdog.
same
We need a
time,
pure
like,
Republican, like not republic, like a republic, like meaning that we elect a politician
I have a
that
great
represent us.
topic I want to bring up that references this after you guys finish what you're
Yeah,
saying.
well, he was just asking me if I was a libertarian. I guess like my whole stance on the thing is like, you know,
you don't have a party. You're just a Kyle
no,
Davis
I don't.
party.
Like I feel like
Same here.
if somebody is appealing to me, then I'll give them my attention.
Yeah.
That's it. Like if somebody is not appealing to me, then I won't give them my attention.
Very simple.
Like I don't have to have a label, or it's just like if you appeal to me, like if you have the same values as me, then I'll agree with what you're saying.
I get that.
Now where that comes with
I don't trust
college,
those motherfuckers though. Any politician, so that's kind of tough. For
and
me.
like less government, I guess what I was saying is like if the government gets like I don't know, like you were saying, less involved in school, for example, then there's more freedom for, you know, students to not get involved with loans, and you know, banks can't be charging that much interest, and schools can't be charging that much money because then nobody's going to go to school.
Yeah.
So it's like in that sense I could see where there would be less. And like I don't know, economic wise I could see why there would be less, more freedom for businesses to do what they please, less regulations that like can possibly take businesses out. Like if you do shit like that, if you give people more freedom to run their businesses how they want to run it, then yeah, I think less government could be a great thing. But obviously government is needed. Like, you know, you can't just have no government, no.
people need
No,
support.
you need government because
like-
okay, so like people brought into the thing, like, do I think? All right, I don't know how to like land on this topic.
I just think we need an equilibrium, and we're never going to find it. But we can get close. And right now,
Entropy.
As long as
I
there's
don't
a
know
two-party
where.
system, as long as there's a two-party system, there will never be equilibrium
I agree.
ever. Because
I think
there's
we should
always
get more parties.
yeah, definitely.
You could always
Like,
swing
there's-
this way, and then you swing this way,
But-
and then you swing this way. And
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm not saying you can
And-
get equilibrium and then think, oh, it's over, we got it. I'm saying like in terms of like the right amount of government money and responsibility and power and people and personnel, like the equilibrium I think is too far towards their advantage and not the people.
There's just I feel
I
like
have
there's
no fucking basis or empirical evidence.
See,
to back it up.
political
That's
the
just like a
biggest,
pure
the biggest
hunch.
problem
no-
is the Federal Reserve.
why.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
The Federal Reserve, bro. Because what happens is
I knew it.
They operate outside the fucking outside the law.
they operate outside the law. Well, to a degree. So
The fucking rules.
so what happens is
I have a very interesting topic, Danny.
So I really want to educate Kyle because I know I feel like you'd be interested in this.
you educate me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm bringing up my topic as
Go
soon as
ahead.
you're done educating him, though. Do not
So,
fucking change.
I would smoke a bogan here. I don't know if you like.
Not in the garage.
I have a great
But,
question.
Yeah, all right, go Will because like
Lovely.
All right.
Let's talk about the Federal Reserve, though. Okay. Do you know how? Okay.
Yes.
You know, Nietzsche, God is dead, right? You know how, like, religion kind of dominated people's behaviors. I mean, since the beginning of, I
Okay.
guess, the beginning of time. Like, that guy had supreme power and like the leader. So first it was religion, then it was the state. I mean, I don't know which one came first, if anything. They're probably both active. Do you think
Well, there
the
was-
supreme? Do you think the
Mike,
supreme,
Mike.
the supreme being in the supreme system in the human population now is not the state or religion itself, but the market? Do you
Money.
think? Do you think
You
the
mean
market
money?
is God?
Money.
You think
Money
the
is
market? The market is the
everything.
religion, and you are the top of the diamond. It's like Jeff
Even-
Bezos has become God now.
even
He's
to
the
religion,
priest.
even-
Jeff Bezos is the priest. Is the Pope now?
Even to religion,
Yeah.
money is everything. Money
Yeah.
is everything. Why do you think they ask for donations? Why do you
No.
think they ask for,
So do you think
charitable
economic systems?
acts? Like,
Economic systems are above the state and religion. Do you
Yeah,
think
'cause
that is the supreme
money is above
supreme
all.
dominance hierarchy?
Money is above.
no,
I
no,
really,
no,
because
no,
everybody has a
no.
price.
We brought
in
him
my
up
opinion.
earlier, bro. No, you need nothing less than fucking Epstein as an example. Nothing less than to see Jeffrey Epstein as an example. This motherfucker, like,
closer.
maybe he actually killed himself, or maybe he got murdered, but he still got the easy way out. He never faced for his crimes. He did all this fucked shit.
Diabolical
He
human
went
being.
down for it. He knew all these people,
Okay.
and like he just got fucking taken out.
But what does that have to do with the whole? Why does that make the economic system more powerful?
Because
than-
he had the most, like, so much more, like, more money
Somebody
and
with
power.
somebody that didn't
So,
have
but
the
you're
amount
saying
of
it's
money
power.
he had.
That's
wouldn't
different.
He
have
was
been able
above
to do it.
laws because he had money.
Mike,
so
bro.
not because he had power.
he
because
was above the laws, or
because of his money.
Yeah.
And his money talks. So whatever.
I guess
basically
that's what I
whatever-
mean by the market. Like that, the money
That's
is
what I
the
was saying.
market for
Money,
yes.
money, not spiritual, not spirituality or spiritual goodness, not rank within a state. I mean, I think they're all important. They all have their power. Like okay, don't get me wrong. Like if you're a fucking poor man and you're talking to like a senator, like you're fucked. The senator has precedence over you. But I'm saying like in terms of a system that controls and dictates behavior, I think economic system dictates behavior at a much higher level than I think. I don't know about the state. That's
no,
tough,
because
though, the state has
it's important. It's important to have a base morality of operations before you interact in the market with other people.
Wait, well,
Yes.
maybe
I
I'm-
still
maybe I'm not
believe that
following.
everything comes down to an individual level, and I feel that the biggest thing that allows people to become solid and self-assured in their purpose or their mission or a higher thing than themselves, like not even just talking about
Can I
God, but
simplify the question.
I think that it's important to have a religion or a spirituality
I'm not discounting them. I'm just saying,
over your
who's more
point in the
powerful?
market.
The guy with the biggest gun, the guy that's the strongest, the guy that has the most religious power in the eyes of the people, the guy that has the most the guy that has the most governmental power, or the guy that has the most money?
Guy has
The
the
most
most money.
influence.
Well,
The
you're,
most
you're talking
influence.
about like the
The
Pope
most influence.
versus Bezos versus like Donald Trump versus like
Who is God?
senators.
Who is the closest thing to God in this world?
God.
Whoever
A
you-
human
whoever
being.
you
No,
make
who is
God.
the human being that is the closest thing to God in this world?
Me,
It's
me and
all
myself.
preference. It's all preference. You have to realize because people have their
Yeah.
morals. All right, for example,
people value something more than the other.
In the 50s and 60s, 70% of people I'm throwing that number out there. I'm probably wrong, but a lot of people cared about religion. Sunday
Yeah.
church was a normal thing.
That dictated.
Now,
that is
I don't-
above money
I
for
don't.
them.
I don't really
Look what
know.
happened after the red infestation.
I don't
in the
really
80s.
know anybody that goes to Sunday church. I can't name a single
a
person
dying-
that goes to
dying
church on
breed.
Sunday. That's why I'm saying like prevalence of religion in people's lives has dwindled so much,
No, I talked
and
about
it
that a
doesn't
lot.
really
Yeah, we
have.
talked about that a lot on
It doesn't really have a place in a lot of people's lives. To whereas back then, when unfortunately people were a little bit less informed, and I don't want to say stupider, but I mean obviously people are smarter now.
So they're from
because of the-
Jupiter?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah,
I think money can circumvent like government or state power. State power, I don't know if they can circumvent the power of money.
any war
State power?
Yo, any war can be
What?
bought.
They-
any belief
You can't.
can
You
be
didn't
bought.
shut down Jeff. They did not shut down Jeff Bezos. He found a way. I'm saying like if you have money and means and like those like market power, like you can get around laws
Because
But,
he
like,
has lobbyists.
Jeff Bezos.
Yes. Easy.
Not making good business plans and finding a way to adapt to this. It wasn't the fact that they have a good business. It was that they have lobbyists that
Dude,
kind
they
of
think. All right, so
help them out.
for an example, remember in elementary school you had all those got milk posters.
Yeah.
You know why you saw all those? Is because they had the dairy
They had
industry.
to, yeah.
The dairy
They
industry saw a
partnered.
decline in milk sales, right? So they launched this
They
huge
partnered up.
initiative. They had lobbyists. They paid They paid off some big bucks to some politicians. I don't know the exact who, like
Push some
congressmen or
legislation
whatever.
out,
and it says,
advertising.
listen, like let's push this initiative of
Dairy.
dairy.
And
so
cow milk is fucking terrible for you.
Oh no,
So
yeah.
that's
so
the
like,
great
so
thing,
like
too.
they're like, so then like, how do we push this? It's like, oh, you need it for calcium for your bones. Meanwhile, I can just eat a fucking like protein bar, or I can just eat a plant and get way more calcium than I ever
And you can
needed.
from a glass
I
of milk.
get your
Yeah.
point.
Not to mention you get
You were going
all
to say something a while ago.
and you get all the like before you go like with like
And they put
cow
like
milk, for
celebrities and shit like on
Got
those
milk.
posters.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking
Fucking
like
Ryan
milk in
Sheckler.
general. Like you know how many hormones
Bynes.
and
Ryan
fucking
Sheckler.
GMOs.
Like you know how much bullshit we get with the cows who are fed like who knows what kind of
Steroids.
hormones.
Yeah.
and
You know they
steroids
allow
and-
they allow the
But what
FDA
made the
allows-
lobbyists do that? It
Money.
wasn't
Money.
money.
It was
so
money,
therefore,
yeah.
it's not state power. It's
Money.
the fucking economic power that has the
That's what
suppressor.
I-
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
but
state
money-
power can
money,
the state
man.
power they
money.
but like
Money controls
think about it.
politicians. Politicians control people in market
Will,
positions.
No,
My-
but
my
what I'm
thing
saying
is,
is
at the end
like,
of the day,
they
money's
had the
more
power
powerful.
to do that though. They had the power to do
You're
that.
right.
No,
and
my
money can't
point
buy
is-
that
my
necessarily.
point
Wait,
is-
can it though?
Money is power.
Money does.
Money is definitely
Money
It's
is
all the same
power.
thing?
Money is power, and power is
It's
money.
like
Yeah.
a union thing. Yeah, it's a union.
So it's not black or white. It's like a helix.
yes.
It's money and then
They're
everything
entw-
else.
They're
Money.
entwangled. No, it's
the opposite.
Twangy accent, boy.
Wait, to answer your
Untangled.
question, what is the
Proclivities.
most powerful? If we're putting this in the most simplest terms we could
Okay.
possibly put, money prevails over everything. Money can buy the Pope. Money can buy the president. Money can buy anything. Like if everybody has
Why?
a price.
Do you think it appeals most to human nature because freedom is the biggest
Because
desire?
I don't think I disagree with that because what if somebody came up, or will,
Hit
if
me.
somebody came up to you with $1 billion and said, "I want you to kill Rob Snyder right now for $1 billion," would you do it?
I would think about it. I'd probably end up saying no, but I would talk it out for a while.
That's not where I expected this going. But you understand what I mean? Like,
Money can buy a lot of things, but not everything.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not love. Like
that wasn't.
Yeah.
It could
that
buy
wasn't the argument,
loyalty.
What?
though. That wasn't the argument, though.
Yeah.
No, I was just throwing that out.
Obviously, morals come into play.
Yeah.
Like if somebody was like, "Oh, here's
Morals, jail time. So religion, like spiritual decline, soul death, and also like going to jail. So jail is like state, and morals is like religion or spirituality. But money is, God, it's all different. I don't know. I think it depends on the
It's such an
It depends
interesting
on the
topic.
situation. It depends on the situation. I think because in certain situations, money takes precedence. Certain other ones, religion does. Morals, certain other things, jail time does. I think I was trying to make it so like give an answer black or white. Like the state.
It's not that
like,
way, though.
Like the market
Yeah.
is God, and it's not like oh this one's better. Like I think
Plus,
they all
bro,
have their role.
Like
They all have their role.
Like we said earlier, there's morals and there's also the individual basis, and plus people's morals change the older you get.
Like some
Yeah.
people you just can't buy in certain situations. Some people you
like in that
literally-
situation, you know.
in
what I'm
that
saying?
situation. So it's a case by case
Will,
basis. I was
follow-up
trying
question.
to run.
Follow-up question.
Go
$1 million, would you kill me?
No,
10,000?
no,
now you're getting lower."
dude. This money.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong
what
guy.
just happened there?
Nah, bro.
$100? I'll pay you.
For both reasons. For both.
Here's my routing and account number.
Maybe we definitely need all three. We need a moral. We need a state, and we need a finance, and we need a market thing because like there's
$10 million.
There's two things that incentivize me to say no to that deal.
So wait. So
Hold on. There's two things
there's
that incentivize
community, money, and God. Is that what you're saying?
Boiling
Boiling it
Yeah,
down?
it's
Boiling
very
it
simple.
down?
Yeah,
Faith.
what I was saying was there's two big things that came up for me. The second thing was jail and facing consequences from the state. You know, the state is like the father, right? And like the primary thing that came up for me was just not even how looking at it was like a mixture between caring about you as another human. So I don't know if that's morals or just humanity
Or the repercussions?
or the repercussions. No, not even the repercussions. That was like the state thing. That was like
Yeah,
jail.
yeah.
But the thing
I
that
thought that's what
the other
you
thing
were
was
talking
also like the way I see myself in the mirror. Like that would be like, yo, like
Could you
no,
live? But like that,
unforgiving.
that's a moral thing.
I could kill a man, and it's also like a standard. But is standards morals? God, this is such a fucking. This is a rabbit hole, man.
Yeah,
God
right?
damn.
The human psyche is interesting.
Very.
There's patterns.
But one thing is that money is the universal
hierarchy.
language.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter if you speak Croatian or
Yeah, if I went to fucking
Whatever, like,
India
everybody
with an
speaks
ounce
money.
of gold,
yeah,
and it
everybody
said,
speaks money.
I want
dude.
your
I
chicken.
think they all play off each other. Like, what do priests want? Like, they want power and they want money.
Influence.
I mean, they want influence for whatever means. Like people in power.
Spread the word of God.
People in power.
Hallelujah.
People in power want to write laws
Some have meat and
to
cannot
bend
eat, and some have meat that want it. But we
People-
have meat and we can eat, and say the Lord we thank it.
people in power.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
People in power want to write laws to bend the people. Fuck off. People in power want to write laws to bend the population to their will because they think this is how the state should be done, and that is morals. And people in power also want money.
People in power.
Rob, you're a hypocrite.
What?
Period.
What?
You're a hypocrite.
What?
I don't tell you to stop talking.
Let's air it out. Let's do
You
it.
tell a lot of people to stop talking when you're talking, though. Boom.
Boom.
You do.
I'm just saying that because it's a good thing to tell someone their shadow.
Okay. No, I respect
I don't mean
that.
to cause disrespect.
No,
It's just-
I respect that.
It's hypocrisy.
Agreed.
I'm a hypocrite too in this regard.
Isn't everybody a hypocrite? A little bit.
All the
to
time.
To a degree. to a
Yes,
certain
and
degree.
I like this.
but the thing
I
is,
like this a
are you
lot.
either in denial of it or are you open to it? That's the biggest difference.
Yeah, if
Because
you
I'm a
can-
hypocrite and I know it.
Wait.
Yeah, me too. I've been hypocritical a
Oh, okay,
bunch.
never mind.
So it's like, if you can accept that you got flaws.
If I didn't give a fuck about someone,
Right.
I wouldn't tell them they're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's facts.
Because they wouldn't be able to handle it, and they don't give a
Rob,
fuck.
I don't think you're a hypocrite.
What?
You guys are lovers. You're blinded.
You guys have gone through
I was
6
saying
air
I didn't
mattresses.
really
He's
care
blinded by the air
My
mattresses.
joke was I don't really care about Rob, but no one got it.
I care about
Hey,
both of you
It's
and Kyle.
fist pound me, bro. That was
myself.
a good one. Nice.
Wow, they're pounding behind your back. What are you gonna do?
No, I'm not gonna say
I don't know why I thought about this, but I really like that cheeseburger idea. That's a good ass idea.
That is a good idea. Shout out Grant Hackett.
Shout out Grant. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like that would be entertaining.
Yeah.
No, I want a cheeseburger.
All All right, can we back to Burger King? Burger King sucks. Burger King sucks,
It
man.
blows
like,
ass, bro.
Listen, like I can name so many better places. Like Sonic is better, McDonald's
Chick-fil-A.
is better, Wendy's is better, Chick-fil-A is
Hey,
better.
We're
burgers,
talking straight burgers here.
In-N-Out
Oh, just
burger.
straight burgers.
Yeah,
McDonald's,
obviously.
Wendy's,
Any-
obviously.
anything,
Bobby's
literally
Burgers.
anything.
Any burger is better.
Bobby's Burger Palace.
Oh, that's good too.
No, it actually
Jokes
is.
aside.
That's a good burger.
Oh, but Five
I own
Guys,
it.
6.
Good burger is the best burger of all time. No
Actually,
cap.
you make.
Do you think a
good
Five Guys
burgers.
burger is the best?
Five Guys.
Burger
Five Guys
is
is great.
Best.
Good burger is
Okay,
the
like
greatest
fast food
burger of all
around
time.
us or burgers anywhere.
Okay, all right. We can't go burgers anywhere because that's
Elk
to
burger.
everyone's taste. I'm talking like
Black bean
all right,
burger.
How about this? What
Salmon
is
burger.
the
Those are
best?
actually good.
Kyle Davis burger.
I would eat the shit out of that.
Hypocrite.
What's the best
Yeah.
chain burger? The best chain burger.
Five
Like,
Guys.
Chain.
By
Chain
us.
okay,
link.
it has to be a chain.
Shake
Five
Shack.
Guys.
Shake Shack.
I've never had a Shake Shack burger.
Fire.
I
Five
had
Guys.
one in Japan.
It's really
Five Guys.
expensive, but it's fire.
You went to Japan?
Yes, like it was like 3 years ago though.
I want to
Damn,
go.
that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I was there too.
Like Five Guys. I always think about their price, and it just turns me off. So
I could
I'm
respect
talking about
that.
pure
Turns me on.
taste here.
It's quality.
What's that?
Pure taste. Five Guys.
No,
Why'd
one
you look
time-
at me like that?
One
So, like,
time,
your taste
all right,
is
it wasn't a chain, but
proclivities.
I was in Puerto Rico. I was on the El Dorado like beach resort thing.
Wow.
It was fucking nice.
Damn, son.
Where'd you
and
find this?
They had that actually sounded good. Wow. And
I could do
I had a
this.
Wagyu burger. It's like
Wagyu
Wagyu beef.
beef.
Oh yeah.
Kobe beef.
Bro,
like an $80
it was
burger.
so fucking. It was like $30, but like I was
Dude,
like,
that's the good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
good stuff.
That's the good word.
Kobe beef. Yeah,
But I was like,
shit's bomb.
hey, I treat myself. I'm in
Damn,
Puerto
son,
Rico.
where'd you find this?
You're literally in.
Damn, son. Damn.
You're in Puerto Rico. Why the fuck not? Ball
Oh yeah,
out?
no, I was balling out, bro. It was fucking fire. I was dude. I was with these dudes. It was for
These
like an
dudes.
e-commerce thing.
Why didn't I hear about them?
E-commerce.
What dudes were they?
E-commerce.
He's
Do
getting
they have
jealous.
air mattresses too? Rob?
No, they had plush. They had water beds.
Oh.
They had
What?
water beds.
Water? What's the deal
Bean
with?
bags.
Can you believe that people actually got water beds?
I know someone
They're
that
dope
did.
as
I
hell.
forgot that was a thing.
Are
yeah.
they though? Like,
It's not my
I wouldn't
style.
get one for myself.
I don't like it. I
think
feel
they're
like I'm
cool.
drowning, bro.
Aren't you?
I
old?
probably have dreams. I probably have yeah.
yeah, right. That's
Yeah, I'm drowning in my unconscious.
No,
so-
I feel like
so-
I'm floating down the ocean.
So
when
in
I'm
Puerto Rico,
sleeping.
bro, I was on this golf cart. I'll show you videos after this too. This dude, he was just whipping it around. Like he had like his own house there, and like it was like a gated community. But like, bro, I drove through like the backyards of like Oprah and like Ellen on their
cool.
houses.
Did you leave a surprise?
in
Holy
Puerto
shit.
Rico. Yeah, it was
Did you
dope.
leave, did you leave a surprise?
And like I met some really fucking dope dude. No,
Yeah, I met Oprah.
I didn't
and
meet her.
Ellen.
I didn't meet her. But like I like saw her house. It was like, yep, she looks
Me and Oprah got a martini.
yeah, we talked
Really
about,
weird.
We talked about adrenochrome.
Flappy pizza or flappy
Yeah.
base.
Yeah, pizza party.
All right, Dan, I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
Give me your.
Mike.
Give me my mic.
No.
Oh, his mic. Okay. So give me right now, no thinking, the best chain
$200.
food place right now. Can't think about it. Just go.
Taco Bell.
Why?
I just like Taco Bell. It's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
I do too. I'm not. That's not a bad thing.
I take it back.
Mine's Chick-fil-A.
But like that to my
Agreed.
head was Taco Bell, but like thinking on about it, White Castle.
wow. That's
like White Castle is
medieval
good.
fool.
but, like
You squire.
That's a dark horse. Is it
Yeah.
because of the vintageness?
It's
like
because of chivalry
you
and
could
Danny.
just slam
Johnny
down?
Rockets fire.
Dude, I just
Johnny
like
Rockets
I like
chivalry.
the burgers.
Danny has
Their
chivalry.
milkshakes?
Let's just be straight.
Yeah,
Danny has
the milkshakes were good.
Danny has serious chivalry. Let's just his chivalry rating is like a 97. Mine's like a 99.
Because I
but-
like
Chastity?
White Castle.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. That's awful.
You're the king,
Yeah, I didn't get
the
that
king of the
first.
castle.
But not the Lawn King.
Not the long king. Dude, I'm going fucking like.
90 miles an
Even
hour.
though
Insane.
I work there, I feel like I have to go Chipotle. I can eat that shit.
Okay.
I can eat that every
Okay,
day.
I didn't even like think about that.
No,
in
I'm
the
not talking
Bubba
just
Coos.
fast
category.
food. I'm talking
Bubba
like
Coos
chain
number
food.
one.
Oh, just
Oh,
chain.
I thought you were going fast
No,
food here.
okay. You want to segue this to fast food? Because I'll do that. Because if we're going fast food, then I'm going McDonald's.
I'm going Wawa.
I'm going McDonald's.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Wawa's got everything.
yeah, Wawa's not fast
No,
food.
Wawa's
though.
lacking
a-
burgers. Once they have burgers there and they're decent, Wawa will be ungodly.
Yeah. No, godly.
And real milkshakes.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
had a Wawa
No,
milkshake.
the Wawa stuff's pretty good. though.
McDonald's is king. McDonald's, it has never
ever seen The Founder?
ceased to. Nope.
Milkshakes. Great movie. Watch it.
Oh, the movie. Yes.
yeah.
I thought you meant
Yeah.
the actual founder, but the movie I have seen. I was like,
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, I met.
Where's the girl?
Where's Harvey Dent?
Yeah, we actually have him for next episode. Episode 8.
So this episode they got fucking Kyle Davis, high school friend. Next episode they got the CEO of McDonald's. You guys really jumped.
I
got some serious proclivities.
No, I can't wait for that episode where all of a sudden we're going with like our high school buddies, and the next thing you know, we have like some fucking yeah, Ty Lopez. Here we go. Like,
you're gonna
read books.
You're gonna get George Lopez on the show.
Lambo.
Everyone we've had on so far.
You're definitely gonna get George Lopez when he was in Shark Lava Girl or Shark Boy Lava Girl.
what was his name? Mr. Electro or something.
Fuck him.
You got to stay out of your dreams.
I've never wanted to punch something more in my life.
Dream.
Oh,
Close your eyes. Shut
Freestyle
your
right now.
mouth.
Freestyle right now.
George Lopez.
No, Rob, don't.
Shut your eyes before I fuck you.
What the fuck, yo? Shut your eyes. What are you doing? Close your eyes. It's
Thanks
gonna
everyone
hurt.
for watching.
Danny, close your eyes.
Is it fair to say though that the George Lopez bobblehead looking thing was one of the most punchable things of all time?
Bro,
Yes.
I just want
Yes.
to fuck him
All
up. Like
time.
it was just so annoying.
All everybody wanted to do was just fucking. God, it's so stupid. That was a good movie though.
Spike.
That was,
Yes,
a
it
good,
was.
that was a good movie. I can't
I
lie.
had a crush on Lava Girl.
She was 12.
You guys,
I was like 10.
Yeah, like at
Dirty
the time.
boy.
wait, that's Lava Girl, Starfire. Do you have a thing for red hair?
Starfire.
Oh,
I've never met
That
a
explains
redhead
a
like
lot.
IRL. That's like
IRL.
ever.
IRA.
I
I have never met a girl in the IRA.
IRA,
I'll
a
put it
Roth
this
IRA.
way, they haven't been my type, but if I like the right, I don't have types like that.
Blonde, build
I don't
shelves.
discriminate. No, I'm
Is into the stonks.
I don't
Me?
discriminate. But, like I would not
Me?
be a redhead.
Yeah.
That's Danny's type.
What?
Blondes into building
No,
shelves into stonks.
The thing is, blondes are probably my least favorite.
Why the fuck are you so friendly to me though?
I don't want to fuck you, Will.
All right, that's gonna be our next
I'm
topic.
Fan just came out.
I'm offended.
Episode 7.
Jeez.
Work in progress podcast history.
I just
what's
had
going
to,
on in there,
yo,
Danny? What's
you
going
have
on in
to-
there?
I can't wait till you replay the footage. I just had the worst voice crack of all time laughing. It didn't sound like that, I promise. But I sounded a little,
Gay.
Little tootsie.
I was like, ha! It's
Little
bad.
Mickey voice.
Oh, very bad. Very, very bad.
Shout out Wedding Sisters.
What? The fuck?
I don't think they're listening this long.
Yeah, I know. So if they did and they heard that, they'd be like, "Why the fuck did Rob just shout us out randomly like that?"
Shout out.
You know, they watched this long.
Shout out
There
Wedding
you go.
Sisters.
Anybody
Shout
else?
out Wedding
Anybody else losing feeling in their toes?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've
So,
flied
all right, listen.
I've been
We're
numb since I was 5.
I mean, let's. I took a minute to register what you said, and I was like,
Register
wow.
this, Rob.
Cash register.
I thought he was going in.
Ching. What if you just started freestyling like a Rob diss? like, fuck you, Rob. You ain't got a job.
Motherfucker.
You look like a corn on the cob or some shit.
That was really good.
You fucking slob.
Yeah. Bars for days.
In my
days,
cars,
days,
we're gonna
days.
occupy Mars.
Bars for days.
Digital style.
I like the echo effect. The echo.
Digital style.
Beelzebub. What the fuck? I heard that. What are you saying?
They've been saying it the whole fucking
No, what are you saying?
Beelzebub.
I'm sorry, Carl. That's just a demon speaking through me.
Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me.
Wait, the demon is going to transmit. Listen
For
closely.
me.
Listen closely. You look like Pennywise. Jesus.
I take that as a compliment. Thank
No,
you.
no, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Pennywise is a fucking. Didn't you say this too? Peppy sent me a video. He was watching our podcast. We were like, but he had the subtitles turned on, and it picked up every word he said. He was like, Pennywise is like this intergalactic spider demon thing, and like it like said that perfectly in the YouTube captions. It was like automatically
Nothing
generated.
else, though, right?
They know.
No, like I said the whole
Pennywise is an intergalactic bug-looking
Intergalactic
thing with
Yeah.
10 legs.
thing.
and
You want to
fucking-
hear something crazy? I never seen any It movie.
What?
Never.
That's what I
Like I get it because like it's like Georgie. Yeah, I
this guy.
That was
it was
not me.
It was it.
Danny.
It was it.
That was Pennywise.
Good for you.
You never seen a single one? Not even the original one?
Oh, that's good.
It was good. Georgie. Good. The original one has like
Only
that
once
level
will.
of like
I know.
80s
They
movie
didn't quit it, right?
corniness to it, but
Yeah.
they're
I'm kidding.
timeless.
I didn't mean it like
They're
that.
timeless.
Yeah, no, I feel, I know it's like one of those like culture like movies, like
Cult movies.
cult movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best movie I've seen in the while. I forget what the fuck it's called.
Very
Shit.
antsy.
It was with who me? No, because I really need to pee. I need to pee.
Me too.
But like I'm waiting like 5 minutes because 3 more minutes we hit 2 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy quick.
Yeah. Right.
Time
Good
goes by
conversation.
quick when you're floating down the Beelzebub circle.
Good conversations go by quick.
Wait, let's do it on 3. Wait, not on go, on literally 3.
On
So look at my
3.
finger. 1, 2, 3.
Fucked
it up.
Oh, the echo was perfect with it too.
Yeah.
People watching right now are
Fond of me lobster.
They're gonna be like,
people watching right now are like, what the
they
fuck?
just
am I
got
doing with my
possessed
life?
by us.
Yeah, exactly.
We just took your soul.
You're gonna die, clown.
We could start speaking in cursive and possess some people. watching.
Playboy Cardi. She called me Crick. She called me Crick.
I
right,
low-key
what are
hope
your-
no one ever starts watching this.
What?
So in
What
like
were you gonna
20
say?
years, it still
Full
has
out
like
of red?
20 views, and we can just go back and be like, what the fuck? Like,
Where are we on?
Yeah.
Like we're on.
We're high on life.
Yeah.
I love that.
We're 20 something. Like we're all 21.
We're
here,
just
right?
20 somethings
You're-
living a
you're
dream,
22.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
stop.
Old head.
Stop.
Old man. Old
Never tell
geezer.
men my age.
Oh, you guys listen to Whole Lotta Red?
I
Whole lot of
tried it.
love.
I couldn't do it.
Whole lot-
I'm not into rap anymore like that.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Playboy Cardi.
Oh yeah, I heard
call
his
me Crick.
ass.
Call me Crick.
It's
I heard it sound good too.
I heard
listen,
one song. and I was
Listen,
like, what
here
the
is
fuck
my
is this?
best summary of it. Right.
Hip hop is dead.
Some people thought that Cardi was
God
just
is
gonna
hip.
like
Hop.
Cardi.
what?
Playboy Cardi has always been known for literally
Ad-libs.
saying the same things over and over again, talking in a high pitched voice, and
Being
having
high
good-
fashion as fuck.
high fashion as fuck and good beats. He was never known for his lyrics. And all of a sudden I see on Twitter, he's like, "Oh, these lyrics are trash. He sounds like an idiot."
fucking
Like,
baby.
dude, this is literally this guy's been putting out the same music for years.
Fucking, that's how he sounds.
See, I think it's one of those
Racks out on my
projects like
jeans,
once like because
baby,
I
baby
feel like
voice.
whenever an artist drops a new project, you
So
always
much
have
expectation,
You always
dude.
yeah, well, it's that the expectation, but then you also have all
been
the
years.
haters listening too, and they speak the loudest. You know,
and
Yeah.
haters
So give
will
it- so give it-
always
yeah.
find
give
something
it
to hate about.
give it like 3
always.
months, and like it's still going to get a lot of streams. You know,
Yeah,
like because
dude.
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi
You
fans
think
are
he
going to
gives a
listen to it
shit?
still.
He's still
Yeah.
filthy
Oh, dude,
rich.
yeah, he's making millions off it.
and
You know?
he probably didn't even try
He's
on half
prettier
the
than his
songs.
bitch. That's a literal quote from Playboy Cardi. I didn't say
Oh,
that.
I thought, you were just-
Prettier-
I thought that was
quote-
your opinion.
Playboy Cardi, quote, prettier than my bitch, quote. That's a real quote.
She wanna be cray.
2019, 2018, whenever that song released.
Racks all on my jeans. Proceed.
Digital style.
Digital style! Green is not a creative color.
That was one of the weirdest videos I've ever seen. in my life.
Yes, he knows.
Ever.
Bro,
Ever.
dude, yeah, listen, like the
Ever.
other night we went to Applebee's and then for some reason,
Yeah,
like
it was like a flashback to 2016.
no, for
bro.
some reason in the crevice of my consciousness, all I said was digital style. I don't know why the fuck it came.
You're unearthing the fucking memories.
Like you remember that was like one of those like Don't Hug Me I'm Scared episodes,
Yes.
like the computer one, and it's like
Fucking
Green is
the
not a
terrifying,
creative
terrifying.
color.
like it
The
just
whole
came,
thing's about
I can
Will.
see a dog.
Yeah.
I can see a cat. I can see a man with a baseball bat. I can see a frog. I can see a log. I can see a ladder leaning on a log.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they just open a
And it's like-
cake full of human remains out of nowhere.
We should
Bro.
not create anymore.
Yo, that
was with the voice.
oh my god! Like, be honest with me, because the first time I saw
That
that,
scarred me.
Cure
into-
humanity.
I had a nightmare the same night about something
humanity.
completely
I'm
unrelated.
weird. I love
But-
fucked up shit like that.
No, yeah, I
I
enjoyed
did
it.
too.
I love
enjoyed it.
analyzing
I did
it,
too.
and like I just love the macabre.
What do you think it means?
and
Go
macabre
psychoanalyze what it means.
What
What
is
is
I
it
think it's one of those things where it's just so
Psychoanalyze
far
it.
fetched. I think it's so far fetched. It's like it doesn't mean anything.
No,
Well,
it's
it's
one of those
it's-
things where with no meaning that's solely meant to mind fuck you and possibly scare
I
you.
think it speaks on like the creative process and what it does to
Mike.
people.
Yes,
What
Danny.
it speaks on the creative
You
process.
go down a rabbit
and
hole,
what,
bro.
what it can do to you, and that it's different for each
Makes people
person in
crazy.
that,
I can see
to
that.
an extent, and it's different for each fucking animal. In
Well, I
it,
think each.
basically.
I think you get closer to your unconscious, and that's why your unconscious does not communicate.
'Cause
that
I think
way.
it's so free form that you
It's
attach
brilliant,
any of your own personal like association to it. Like you're like. It's like one of those things where it's like open to interpretation, you know what I'm saying? And then
doesn't
like
have
your,
meaning.
your own interpretation means something to you because it is your own interpretation. Does that make sense? You know what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say?
Yes.
It's because like you project your own consciousness onto it. It's like, oh, like
For me,
let me
it
try
just
to make
is void of meaning, though.
like one this goes for anything too, like not even just this like that YouTube series.
film.
Like whenever there's like anything that's open to interpretation, music, film, TV show, or like anything, a piece of art, like you project your own beliefs and history and past and things you're trying to figure out onto that, and it will tell you something that your subconscious kind of already knew. You just finally were able to piece it together by I can't projecting. There's a better word for that, but like by
Projecting works.
but like assimilating yourself with an external factor, you know, because humans are designed to learn from our external surrounding, our environment and stuff like that.
That's
so
why you got to go inward, beat the game.
well, that too, but
Creativity.
like, sometimes it's easier to do that too by
Doing something creative.
doing something creative or like enjoying something creative. And then that's what, like I said this at the meeting the other day too. It's like everything you do, everything you watch, read, listen to, who you surround yourself with, where
it's an influence.
It's a brainwashing thing. Like you're constantly brainwashing yourself 24/7.
Process, output,
and
control your input.
But the most powerful thing is being able to choose what you brainwash yourself with.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
never really
like,
thought. Yeah.
so
that's
it's
a
like,
great
yo,
point.
How do you want to program your subconscious mind?
like if you listen to nothing, if you listen to nothing but depressing, sad music, you're gonna like I'm gonna put money on that you're gonna end up being sad or depressed. You know,
but then
what I'm
there's
saying?
also the opposite thing, because like some people listen. I feel like I would listen to stuff and I'd be the complete opposite. It's kind of like it's an Alan Watts quote, the law of like negative experience. It's like if you look for happy experiences, you're just gonna get bad, and if you like focus on the negatives, like you'll just take things in better or something. It's like
Okay,
I listen to
can I run
sad
the-
music and I'm just happier all the time. It's weird.
Can I run?
Go ahead.
Don't think about a monkey. Don't think about a monkey. Don't think about a monkey.
I'm thinking about a monkey.
Yeah, don't think about a monkey.
I know.
Right?
That's inception.
So right. So like that. This is what people go around running around. It's like I'm not gonna have any bad thoughts today. Like I'm gonna remove negative thoughts from my mind. I'm
Can't
gonna
control that at all.
No, because
It's a double negative.
But it's one of those things where it's like I'm not gonna have negative emotions. I'm not gonna have a negative emotion.
You have
It's
to
like,
affirm
I think-
something. You can't deny something. Affirmation is more powerful than denial.
Yeah. So like everything's an affirmation. Or like saying like I'm not gonna have negative thought. It's going to be in the forefront of your mind the whole day because it's going to be something that you're going to have to constantly
like
do.
your mind, it was in the book, The Fucking Law of Attraction, or fucking yeah, you know, The Fucking Secret, whatever. It was like when you're trying to manifest or do something, don't say not or no. Like I
no,
don't
like,
want to
I am
be
or
yeah.
like I am.
It's like because your mind doesn't give a fuck about the not or no. It just hears the result. Like I'm not gonna get cancer. It's like it just your mind hears cancer instead of I'm gonna be healthy and thriving and live a beautiful.
No, I am
fruitful life.
healthy.
I am healthy.
Because like your brain doesn't comprehend like
The future. It's I am. It's
so like when you
shit,
when you
man.
start to
You're
when you-
so right. That was
Yeah.
something I completely forgot about.
yeah. So it's like there's this thing
Contracts.
called that. I wasn't even going to go into that, but that's another
I
thing
know.
too. But there's something. It's called like so. There's like affirmations, right? And that's like where like you can like look in a mirror and you're saying like I am wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm fit, I am
Confident.
amazing, I'm confident, I'm committed, I'm a leader, shit like that. But then like there's also like incantations where it's like this is a Tony Robbins thing. If you Kyle, you know Tony Robbins?
No,
Look
Big
him up.
Tone.
Look, do you have Netflix?
I do.
Look up
I am
watch
not your
watch
guru.
I am not your guru. Tony
I am
Robbins.
not your guru.
I am not your guru. It's a Netflix documentary. It's this dude Tony Robbins. He's like probably the biggest
The
name.
motivational speaker.
He's like the motivational speaker. Like
Les Brown is my favorite.
yeah, he's a big name too. But like Tony Robbins like built like he's like when you look up motivational speaker in the dictionary, his picture's next to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, incantation is like when you get your whole physical like when you charge your body with the physical with So an incantation is basically an affirmation with the physical process behind it as well, because your body is your mind as well. So as soon as you start saying like I am like this, and like you get your whole fucking your
whole
like your
being.
physiological like systems involved with that too. It's just training your brain that much more because it heightens your emotions with it, and like you're like it so attaches your brain with this euphoric feeling of like. Because think about it, like when you're fucking like yeah like what happens when people get excited at like a sports game or a fucking like a race
or
or
a
like,
concert.
Their body
or a
mimics
concert.
it.
Like you're like yeah like.
So how do you
you're
do it? You
constantly-
have
like,
to
you're
be.
in a vibe like
You have
this,
to do
like-
like a victory poses and like
yeah, no, there's actually a study too. Like
that.
dude, think about it too. Like there's like even if like have you ever seen like a blind person like run a race or something like that, or even like no I mean that's serious.
I really don't know.
But like there's cases that's right, and no matter what every single
the
time.
same position.
Yeah, like when they run through the finish line, they raise their hands because it's just like this innate like physiological thing. It's like yes.
Well,
right?
Will, do you remember whenever you'd wrestle and you win a match? Did you ever like have a pose like that? Think about winning a match, because you just kind of blew my mind.
No,
I
dude,
realized-
like you just want
Fucking crazy.
Will, you just won a match. What are you doing? You just won a match. Holy shit! Will just pinned this dude.
Try not to
you just got
cry.
up. You just got up. You just got up from pinning him out. Like what? Like enact it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like shit like that. Where
I
like,
wouldn't
dude,
go
I
straight
feel
up.
that.
I'd fucking go like this.
exactly.
Tiger
So like
Woods.
so that's your
what I do.
pose.
Tiger Woods.
So
I
that's
go like that, bro.
so that's your pose. So like whenever you're like doing an incantation, right? So it's like I am gonna do that, like because like you already have like those like similar like neurotic patterns of like this is associating
Victory.
something victory.
For me, the word
Exactly.
victory comes up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I am an actor. I am like a world-renowned name. I am a household name. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like you find like what's already naturally like what you naturally do in times of victory or times of success or in times of appreciation. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, all the time.
Was it effective?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Tony Robbins is a guy I really like. I want to like not watch I Am a Guru. I want to like. I want to learn his teachings.
I saw him live.
I know, bro. It's
Yeah,
fucking cool.
but it was like one of those like free events, and like it was like a short like he had like an
wasn't
hour
all in there.
Yeah,
I mean he was all in for the time, but
he was yeah no he's fucking
always
great.
all
He's
in.
fucking
He's
great.
fucking there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's a powerful dude, and he interviewed Nick Foles. It was right
man.
after the Super Bowl, the
Popping
Phillies
Nick.
won,
Oh, nice.
and it was in Philly too, so it was great energy. I saw Gary Vee there. I met him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was dope.
that's so cool, man.
Yeah, no, but like, dude, like that's the thing too. It's so powerful. Like that's why I love like this day and age because you can not only just because before it used to be just like books and like reading like their interpretation of things in linear fashion, but now you can watch videos at any given time, or you can listen to a podcast like this. Shout out Work in Progress podcast, and you can literally hear their thoughts in real time. You know, there's no filters. There's
You
no
can connect to them at a much deeper level.
yeah, because it feels
I
like
have
an
a filter.
No, you don't.
You have a pop filter on your mic. Yeah,
Currently, I have a filter.
No, you don't.
Do you know what I really want to say right now?
Say
Oh,
it.
I know what you want to say.
I know what
I
you
bet
want to
none
say
of you
too.
do.
I know
I do.
exactly.
I
what
want to
you
know
wanna
why you won't know. Because I have a filter.
say. I know. Just because you filter doesn't mean I can't see it.
CP.
What? Child porn?
No. Okay. No.
You don't have a filter, Danny. Incorrect.
Okay, yeah, keep the filter on, please.
Dan,
Keep the filter
It's a
on.
very light filter.
Yeah.
Very light. Like coffee
So
filter.
where was I going with that? So yeah, incantations. Like I just recommend anybody's watching this as well.
Damn, bro.
Like,
I just got educated.
No, just really get your
Based.
body involved, like it, because you're.
Dude, after every
What I-
I
what I
said
did-
that in
what I
one
did-
interview I've seen of him on YouTube, like just alone. Like he was saying how much like your posture, like dude, when you do
The
this,
superhero pose.
that is like
After
how do you
5
miss
minutes,
that?
after
Like-
5 minutes of doing that, your endorphins skyrocket.
just like smiling. If you
Yeah.
if you smile long enough, eventually, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll get a little bit of serotonin.
Yeah.
Like,
I've started to do it consciously, and as time has gone on, I start doing it. Like, I don't know if it's like when I'm afraid and
lobster
I
pose.
want to put my chest out,
Lobster.
or it's like when I want to when I'm in a stressful situation. It's like I want to like adapt to it.
I feel like more stressful situations, I find myself doing that.
Yeah, to deal with it.
Standing up straight more?
No, like putting my hands on my waist,
Like forcing
kinda
yourself
thinking,
to
like,
stay positive,
yes,
stay
like,
high.
not only
get
that, but
through it.
forcing myself to look at all the outcomes because I feel like I personally can
Fucking world
think
closes
clearer.
in.
If I'm scrunched or slumped or laying down, I can't think as clearly as I can if I'm up and with a good posture
And something that gives me I feel like in my experience recently, the most negative emotion is the sensation of feeling like my world's closing in, whether it's from people, relationships, things like that. Like, so like when you do this, like that's expansion, like shit, man. That
You're
really
just
works
letting
really
everything
well
come
for
into
me.
you. Yeah,
Bring it on, baby.
opening up.
Damn,
What's
Rob. Thanks for bringing this up, Rob.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like this is a super powerful thing.
It's how to make a
That's
switch.
what I-
how to make a real switch, not a fucking like I'm gonna stand in front of the mirror and say some bullshit.
You
like
can't
a
you
real
can't solve
fucking
you
switch.
can't solve a problem in which it was created. You can't solve a problem all in here. You got to get it out in your body.
You're
Boom.
right. Is that your
Bobby X.
Boom. That is my foot right
I'm
there.
sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry
So
about it.
that you remember like
No
when I
harm
went to grounding camp? Remember
Yeah,
I did that?
I remember that.
Back in June 2017.
Were you the first one that really said
Yes.
that quote? The fucking you can't solve a problem in which it was solved. I think you were the first one. I think I might have heard that from.
I've heard it from somewhere. I'm not going to claim that I came up with that.
False
But
prophet.
no,
Okay, so grounding camp.
just a disciple. But so like
Messenger.
grounding camp, that's exactly what it is in Osho's teaching.
Oh yeah, the fucking active meditation.
yeah. Like
Osho's fucking brilliant, bro.
Kundalini. It's like
Kundalini.
Kundalini, and Kundalini.
Comfortable.
So it's literally there's these two meditations that are each an hour, and
Dude, that's so
they're-
long.
dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, and your eyes are closed the whole time.
I know.
But it's like you're moving your body. You're not just sitting there meditating the whole time. So the first one you do with sunrise, like you close your eyes right
that.
before sunrise, and you do this active meditation for an hour, and it's supposed to like ground you for the day. And like there's 4 different stages. There's 15 minutes each, and like each 15 minutes
intense,
there's music behind it, so you can feel it. The first 15 minutes is just like you're just like. I forget the exact like physical process, but like just 4 different stages of different physical things that you're enacting for 15 minutes straight with your eyes closed. And by the time you're done, you open up your eyes, the sun's up, and like it was dope as fuck. I did that for 3 days in New York and then in Florida. And then the sister meditation was the one at night where you close your eyes right before sunset, this is where you unwind. You let everything out that you piled on for the day.
Bro, that shit compounds.
And then like you literally like there's literally a catharsis part for 15 minutes. You just scream, like you just let every fucking thing out. You fucking move your body in any which way that comes naturally. And then by the end, like you just sit there and like you're still for 15 minutes, and then you open your eyes and the sun set, and then you're just grounded. You're like you got the day's done. You know.
Yeah.
And then there's a challenge, not a challenge. I don't want to say challenge, but there's this like the big thing to do for it is there's a 21-day thing that I was about to do it in Berlin. I was about to just buy an Airbnb for a month and just go to Berlin, and because there's the Osho studio, like there's like a big headquarters there for that practices it, and for 21 days it was only like 300 euros, which is like $500 or some shit for the 3-week like class.
Damn.
And like you did those 2 meditations day and night for 21 days straight. And then I've seen like people that do it, and like they said like they've seen some like crazy shit. Like they would close their eyes before they go to bed, and like they would have like fucking like acid trips. You know what I'm saying? Because it unlocks like such deep consciousness, like subconscious stuff that brings it up and like releases it that you've been like piling down. Think about it. In 21 days, if you dug up a dead body that's been rotting for years in like a short amount of time, it's gonna fucking like it's gonna have some bite back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as soon as it's gone and released, it eventually all airs out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's what the whole process is just to like heal your subconscious emotional stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like a very like spiritual experience.
Oh, dude, yeah,
if anything,
dude, I that forever changed me forever, because I got comfortable with expressing emotion. I mean, it still took some time after that, like a couple of years too, with like some other processes, like and like even outside of that, like it still took some like real world experiences. Because like even in that too, it's still like a sheltered kind of thing where it's like, all right, I'm with people that are doing it with me, so it's not as weird or stuff like that. But then like trying to apply that just like in your everyday life with
it's like a
people that don't understand what you went through, but like now you're on like an other side of things, or like you're trying to operate on a different level. You're trying to change who you portray yourself as or who you want to be. It's hard sometimes, and like that was like a lot of turmoil that personally I went through like the past couple of years. But now I've gotten to the like I used to be dead scared of posting shit on social media. I would delete stuff if it didn't get enough likes. You know, like I was like so fucking like on that shit. But now it's like, I'm just posting this shit for fun now. It's like
life is about overcoming fears, man.
Yeah,
it's all
100%.
about just growing and overcoming the shit that keeps you up at night.
Yep, it's not about being fearless. It's about having courage.
Yes,
courage
sir.
is not the absence of fear; it's having it and doing it anyways. I think it's Mandela.
Yeah.
Don't
this
just
is good. This is good. I like.
Don't
this.
just survive.
Thrive.
Yes. Yep.
True that.
I don't even know who
Brother
made
man.
that quote, but
Will did.
shout out to him. Shout out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wilhelm.
Abundance. Abundance.
Very good vocabulary word.
Abundance. Yeah. Proclivity. Yeah. Wow. This is a great fucking episode.
That was a really good conversation.
That
though.
just
I
gave me
think.
food for thought. Like I'm in thought right now.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say.
No,
That's when you
okay,
know
so
it's a
I-
good conversation when after there's a little bit of silence, but you know that silence is not awkward silence. It's like
It's just
thinking
it's just
silence.
it's
It's
just
just an energy still.
taking
it's a
second to, like-
mutual appreciation.
It took
of the
on a life
moment.
of its own.
It's
Yeah.
a mutual appreciation of the moment.
great way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be thinking about this definitely.
I could just
Do
sit here
some
for another
fucking
10 minutes and just
So
be.
I think I showed you this before too. That I'm Not Your Guru. That documentary.
Oh, you told me about it.
Well, go home, watch it. I think that
good
if
stuff.
anybody who's watching this far along, thank you for keeping up with our shenanigans. But I just said shenanigans. I never
enlightened
use that word. I don't know why.
Enlightened shit.
Yeah,
it works.
our
It works.
Shenanigans.
Does
You know
work.
what I'm
It's
saying?
valid.
Yeah, like up with our
Bro,
bullshit.
I could just stand here for the
But-
next 10 minutes and just be like that. I don't
Right?
just feel different.
Yeah. So I think we could wrap this up a little bit. It has some closing notes. Anybody got like some closing thoughts? What's been going on? Or
Kyle Davis, you're the shit.
Kyle Davis is.
I love you all. Thank you guys for having me on. This is a very fun experience. Honestly,
right?
like
I
very fun.
can already tell you're going to be a frequent guest.
I would love
You know
that.
what I mean?
Honestly,
Like-
I would love to be on the show. I
Yeah.
love talking with you guys. And if there's anything that I think not only I love doing, but people love seeing, is genuine conversation when people are just comfortable with each other,
Yeah.
and they can air anything out that they want to air out, and they can kind of just like be who they are. Like there's nothing like what I like about you guys and what I like about what you've been doing with this show is
there's
that there's nothing superficial. There's nothing like
was the word I was
fake
going for,
or
yep.
forced or uncomfortable. It's all just like genuine, good, friendly conversation that can get deep. And I love that. You know,
Yeah.
I really do love that. It's a great experience for anybody.
I'm glad you're able to join us on this, and
Thank you for having me.
and also
We'll have you again.
your 100%.
Sounds like a plan.
When the schedules line up. So
it was so hard for me to
Yeah,
get
it took a full moon for you to be here. That's got to say something.
Blame.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Blame
so next
Jersey
full
Mike's.
moon, whenever that is, expect Kyle Davis.
Yes, sir.
Kyle Davis.
Thank you.
I love you. I love
So,
you.
all right. Thank you all for tuning in. If you watched all the way to the end, much appreciated. All love. You know, even if you just skip to this part, go back and watch. We said some pretty cool, dope shit this episode. And if you haven't done so already, watch episodes 0 through 6. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. You know the deal. And this is going to be the first episode that is on all streaming platforms. So Spotify,
Yes,
SoundCloud,
sir.
everything like that, because this is like high grade audio quality that we didn't have before because we just used the iPhone microphone. But I think I'm still gonna like rip the audio from the other episodes and just throw them on. Just
Mix and match.
yeah. So thank you for staying along with us on this journey of working in progress. See, we got one more notch of progress under our belt. We upgraded the heavily needed audio quality, and we got some lights. We got a lot of lights.
They're very bright in here now.
Yeah.
Listen, the work in progress.
It's the work in progress,
It's true to
baby.
its name, and it's only going to get better. It's only going to elevate. And again, thank you guys for having me. This was a blast.
Just wait till we
Absolute blast.
just wait till I get the green screen in the back.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need like some.
Just wait. That's the next thing.
We need
That's
like
the
a
next
jungle background,
Ooh.
or like the forest, or like waves crashing down just to calm people down.
thing. Or we're just in space. The fucking Milky Way's
Yeah.
behind us. Just
Stanley Kubrick,
Yeah, exactly.
moon landing background.
There we go.
All right. Thanks again for watching. If
I
you haven't
love
done so
you.
already, check everything else out. Comment, like, subscribe. We
Peace
love
the
you.
fuck out.
All right.
I love you.
Oh, wait. Homework. Watch I'm Not Your Guru. Look up incantations. Do some Osho dynamic meditations.
And stream whole other
Research the
And
moon
stream a whole
landing.
lot. Yep.
I love you.
Love you.
Thank you, people.
Love you.
Sayonara.
Thank you. Beelzebub. Beelzebub. Yeah. All right. Wow. That was like. Wow. This is.